Yo, what up? What up? Yesterday we had two teams advance to the conference finals. Two teams. My Knicks lost, but then again, hey, we weren't supposed to get as far as we got. We're definitely in a transition of trying to get better. We do need a superstar. There's no but ifs about it. The Knicks need a superstar. They could trade just about everybody on that team besides Jalen Bronson, if you ask me, and then just rebuild around that, you know. But we definitely need an elite basketball player. Now, yesterday, the legacy battle took place. Lakers versus Warriors. Lakers got the edge. LeBron James sent Steph Curry home, right? So being that you sent Steph Curry home, salute G Money. Being the fact that you sent Steph Curry home, Steph Curry's still 4-2 against LeBron James. 4-2. He beat LeBron James 4 times. LeBron beat him twice. So technically, Steph Curry still has more wins than LeBron James when they matched up in this rivalry. So even when LeBron wins, he still loses because he has not beaten his rivals more times than they beat him. But that's another argument for another day. Yesterday and today, people are talking about the big foul line discrepancy. Okay, I want to talk about the big elephant in the room. The Lakers went to the free throw line 42 times. They got the whistle blown for them 42 times. That's 3 points on the board. The Golden State Warriors only been to the free throw line 14 times. Now, if you watch that game, the Golden State Warriors was attacking the basket way more than they was just settling for threes. So, what's up, Yellow Trucker? So that begs the question. A lot of people are saying, even Eddie Griffin, Laker fans are saying, hey, we want to win, but we don't want to win in a way that it looks rigged, you know? So that's what people are telling me a little bit. Now, did the Golden State Warriors drive to the basket more? I would say it's about even, but they just didn't get that much calls. 14 times going to the free throw line. If you do that in the next series, they get the whistle in the next series, the Denver Nuggets better not even show up. You might as well not even show up because that's 3 points on the board. If you're going to keep getting calls that way, man, it's going to be a problem for the Denver Nuggets. Whoever blows the whistle in each other's favor is going to have a big edge in this series. But nevertheless, this series against the Lakers versus the Nuggets is not that far off. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they're tied 2-2, right? So that means they're almost splitting down the middle. The best player in the Western Conference has been the Joker. Okay? He's been the most consistent best player in the Western Conference. The best team in the Western Conference by consistency rate is, you could say, the Denver Nuggets, right? Yeah, that is true. But a lot of people are telling me that aspect. Now, I don't believe in the whole rig stuff. That's not me. All right. I'm just telling you what's going on, what people are saying. The Lakers won, plain and simple, But Anthony Davis and the Joker, they're going to have a battle. Question is, who's going to outplay who? If the Joker outplays Anthony Davis, then it's LeBron James with the rest of those role players. Do the Denver Nuggets have enough depth to beat the Lakers? Because the Lakers are a title contender. They shouldn't be surprising to see a team with 2 top 10 players on it, with role players that have double digits, win. That shouldn't be win, So mission is not over. They got to beat Denver Nuggets. Then they're going to have to face what I believe is the Boston Celtics. I think it's going to be Boston Celtics versus Lakers in the NBA Finals. I think the NBA would love to have that rivalry, Celtics versus Lakers. I don't know who will win after that. All right. I don't know who will win after that. But I would tell you this much. Here's another funny part. The Lakers won, and I proved my point even more. When the Lakers won, I didn't hear nothing about Anthony Davis. Nothing. It's LeBron James that goes to show you who's the real face of that team. It's still LeBron James. Because whenever the Lakers win, it's all credit to him. Even my man John in the comment section, congratulations to LeBron James. Notice nobody says congratulations to AD. Only time people congratulate AD or even talk about AD, as you're off the congratulation part. Only time you talk about AD is when the Lakers are losing. He's a scapegoat to blame when the Lakers lose. That's it. It's as simple as that. Now, so all of y'all was sitting there talking about it should be AD's team. AD should do that. Well, how you not going to give the man credit when he wins, but when they lose, you talking about what he should be and what he should not be? That don't make any sense. Either he's a top 10 player to you or not. It doesn't matter if he has a bad game or two. He still should be considered a top 10 player. LeBron didn't win every single year, but y'all still say he was the best individual player in the league. Even now, we didn't get to see Kawhi Leonard to his full potential because he got hurt. We got to see KD get embarrassed. We got to see KD legacy go down the drain. We got to see that. Salute raw status. Okay. Kevin Durant's legacy is officially shot down the drain. Now, also, I want to talk about what the Phoenix Suns should be doing, because there's rumors that Chris Paul should be on the trade block. I would trade Chris Paul at this point. Get Chris Paul insurance. Get rid of that guy. He's set to make $31 million, 15 by next year guaranteed. Get rid of that guy. Get rid of him. Build the team around KD and Devin Booker if you can. And try to get some depth for Chris Paul or DeAndre Ayton. You know? And here's another thing about the Golden State Warriors. Why didn't they give James Wiseman and Jonathan Kuminga more of a chance? Because those guys weren't flunkies. I mean, James Wiseman was like the second draft pick. You should have developed that guy. You shouldn't just give up on him. Those two guys are both double-digit players that could have helped you in this series because the Lakers had more depth. And then it had no size to compete with AD. But the Denver Nuggets do have size to compete with the Lakers. And they have good players to contend with the Lakers. I would say this much. If the Denver Nuggets win the first two games, I think it'd be extremely hard for the Lakers to win this series. You know? But nevertheless, legendary matchup. But LeBron still gets some more winning to do. If he wins, beating Steph Curry is one thing, but he has to win the NBA championship. There's no excuses, no but ifs about it. Number 5 better come. If it don't come, beating Steph Curry had been a waste of time. It's been a waste. You don't get credit for half-ass accomplishments. Take it to the top. That you traded for Russell Westbrook. You should win. Now G Money is on board with the Lakers because y'all was laughing at me when I said the Lakers was title contenders. Here's the thing. Even with Russell Westbrook, the Lakers still have beaten some of the top teams. Or came close, extremely close to beating some of the top teams. Yeah. But if AD don't show up in this series, and LeBron James in that depth versus the Joker and that depth, then it's in trouble, you know? And Miami Heat, a lower seed team trying to make it to the NBA Finals, I think their luck runs out against Boston Celtics. There's no way I believe that the Philadelphia 76ers is going to advance now. I think they missed their chance. They had their chance. They blow it. They ruined their chance to advance. And that's over with if you ask me. But nevertheless, I got Lakers winning this series. But if it becomes they had with Phoenix, then it's going to be trouble. Because Nuggets could deal with a guy scoring a lot of points. If LeBron scores a lot of points, but AD is not there too much, the Denver Nuggets could benefit off that. Remember, they had to deal with Devin Booker and Kevin Durant scoring points, right?
Salute. Get out
Deal
the
with AD and LeBron scoring points. Hey, well, what's up, G Money? Salute.
What's going on? How you doing, man?
Hey, pretty good.
Sweet. One thing. I was wrong about the Heartless Suns. That team has no guts whatsoever, and they have no depth. And Kevin Durant, Devin Booker waved the white flag. If Cameron Payne's your leading scorer, and Jock Landale gives a salute, John, that's a problem. The Warriors dealt with the dose of reality last night. They had no size, rim protection to deal with LA. LA pushed the pace every time they get, and did a good job keeping the Warriors in a half-court game. Steph struggled. Clay couldn't hit the side of a barn. The whole bench struggled. Steve Kerr could have played a little bit of Kuminga, a little bit. Draymond Green was ass. Other than
what do you even do with them? Where's James Wiseman? They traded him, right?
Yeah, they traded him to the Pistons. Yeah,
they should have kept that guy. They should have kept him and developed Kuminga. I don't know why they just don't give those guys playing time. Kuminga is going to be off this team this offseason because he wants a team that give him playing time.
Right. And also for the Heat next series, look, New York had a great season, but we had a great year. But I was wrong about the Heat. Miami just had too much IQ, versatility. They're well coached.
And there's no excuses. We had every chance to win that game.
We did. Game 6. I mean, it was a great year, but like you said, we had a chance to win Game 6. I mean, Brunson did what he could. He had 41 points, was getting to the line, getting his 3 points. Salute raw status. But down the stretch of that game, man, the turnover killed us. Randall was garbage, 3 of 14. RJ 1 of 10. Grimes 1 of 6. I mean, it was come on, man. I mean, New York had a great
year. Yeah, man, I completely blame Klay Thompson and Jordan Poole.
What you say?
Who you who?
Absolutely booty for the entire series.
Yeah, it was.
Basically, Randall, I wasn't hearing what you say.
Because if someone told me during like say the start of the playoffs, from the very beginning of the playoffs, that Klay Thompson and Jordan Poole were going to be non-factors, I would have told them they were lying. But it's just the truth. Both of them were non-factors for practically 2 series now. 2 series, non-factors, man.
Agreed.
If Klay showed up yesterday, they win that damn game, man. It's just sad. It is sad.
Well, see, Klay Thompson. I don't think Klay Thompson the player that he used to be, but
agreed,
nevertheless,
you know what's also crazy? He actually played better last season, fresh off an injury, opposed to this season being 2 years removed. That's crazy.
Well, that's wear and tear on the knees. But nevertheless, they got their ass kicked, man. Because when they was coming out playing that game, that first quarter, I know it was over because they was just
27 to 10. They were down 27 to 10.
I know the game was over for the first quarter. I said, okay, it's over.
And one thing too, and I want to be so go ahead.
Man, the only one that showed up, the only person that showed up night in and night out was freaking was Steph and Kevon Looney.
Yeah,
and everybody else was just booty.
This is one of those series that the regular season benefit from. Because the Lakers own this team in the regular season too.
3-1, yeah, 3-1.
So that goes to show you that the Warriors always had problems with this Lakers team.
True, and I thought they contained Curry at times too. Like Curry went 10 for 39 from downtown the last 3 games. Think about that.
Oh yeah. So now we got the elephant in the room.
And that is easy.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, John.
Man, listen, I want to congratulate LeBron James on winning his 5th title.
It's not over yet.
Hey, man, they over, man. Yes, it is. They own Denver. They own Denver. They beat them in the bubble. Denver. They'll beat them again. As long as AD's healthy. I got them beating Denver and beating anybody that comes out the East. They don't stand a chance.
Including the Celtics. Wow. Raw stats is 2.
They don't stand a chance.
Every team has a chance. Every team has a chance. We didn't think the Heat
not against LeBron James.
They have a chance, man. Boston has depth, rim protection, versatility, and the Lakers again. They have the
Lakers are number 1 in defense. They're number 1 in rebounds and everything that's consistent in becoming a champion. They're winning the whole thing.
Status, I don't know if you're breaking up. Maybe it's the Wi-Fi situation.
I would agree
Yeah,
with you.
let me jump out and jump back in, bro.
All right, you got
Right,
it.
right. I would agree with you if Boston, let's say, loses, but I think I can agree with you if they play Philly or Miami. Like Philly, they have talent, but I don't trust their depth. And Miami, they're a great defensive team, but they're streaky offense. So I give you that. The Lakers play those teams. I think the Lakers won a championship, but they play the Celtics. So Robert Williams is a good perimeter defender. Same thing, Al Horford, and the Celtics have depth. Derek White, Payne Pritchard, Grant Williams, Malcolm
Oh yeah.
Brogdon,
Hey,
Jason
raw
Tatum,
status. Are you there?
and if Boston gets back to the finals, I think they're going to win it this time. If the Celtics get back to the finals, assuming they get there, I don't see them losing back-to-back years. I doubt it, though. And you have to understand, experience will play a factor. D'Lo has never been to the NBA Finals. Austin Reeves has never been to the NBA Finals. Vanderbilt's never been to the NBA Finals. I mean, AD and LeBron have been there, but Shooter's never been to the NBA Finals. That plays a factor.
Mm-hmm.
So I got if that matchup happens, Celtics Lakers, I got Celtics in 6. If any other team, Heat or Sixers, I got the Lakers winning it.
Yo,
Yo, bro, are you
if
there?
listen, I would say if Philly loses tomorrow night,
Wi-Fi,
guess
probably a
what?
Wi-Fi issue
Afternoon,
then.
yeah, you meant
Yo,
tomorrow. I know
guess
you.
what? I think our RCDC World One is gonna have a legendary video.
Mm.
Yeah.
That video is gonna be so legendary with Mark impersonating Doc Rivers. Oh my god.
That'd be freaking crazy. If Boston sends Philly to Cancun, Harden's gone, Harris might be gone, Doc Rivers will be fired. This team will look different last year if the Sixers go home tomorrow.
One thing has taught us though. Anything's possible, man. We don't know what's what until it's actually taking place. So we could pick
I
our
mean, holy
favorite.
hell,
We could
the
pick
Heat
our
could win the
favorite
title.
team. Yeah. We pick our favorites who we think until it's actually nothing should LeBron from winning the 5th championship other than himself.
I'm just still shocked that Klay Thompson and Jordan Poole were non-factors for 2 playoff series. I'm still shocked.
It's crazy. And
I'm
Wiggins
still
disappeared
shocked
in
over
Game
that.
6. Right.
I am still shocked. I can't believe
And
it.
Draymond Green was terrible. And Draymond Green was bad most of the playoffs.
Yo, what y'all think about people
That guy,
complaining about the calls?
What?
I don't care for that because the Lakers are number 1 in free throw attempts for a reason. They drive to the basket. They also know how to sell calls really, really well. And they deserve it. They get what they work for.
And the Warriors are one of the league leaders in turnovers, and the Lakers got into the passing lanes. Vanderbilt, Reeves, LeBron, AD, Schroeder was getting deflections and steals, and it turned Warrior blunderoos turnovers to Lakers
He
buckets.
said, "Sorry, Knicks. Hey, it's all right, man. Knicks aren't title contenders. We're on the right path, though. We're a playoff contending team. We just need a superstar."
Listen, I think we need to trade Julius Randle. We gotta get rid of him for more consistent.
Wait, John, what do you mean we? You're a Knicks fan? I thought you're a Knicks fan.
Nah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said we.
He's speaking as a Knicks fan just right now, though. That's all right.
I would consider him or RJ Barrett.
I would package both of them. I would package Julius Randle and RJ Barrett for like a real consistent like 2-way player.
Would you trade for Zion to take that risk?
Nah, I like.
No,
Zion,
I'm not taking Zion. No way.
Nah,
I'd rather take Paul George over Zion.
Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't mind PG. Look, Zion's a good player. I love Zion. He can jump out the gym. He can finish. But my thing is that he struggles with double
not
teams,
healthy.
and he's not healthy neither. I don't know, man. And he can't shoot. So, I mean, he's a good player, and he's a good defender, P. He's a good player, but like with Jones, he's not healthy. He can't shoot. He struggles with double teams and traps, and he's turnover prone. I don't see it, man.
Or let's say Philly lose and they break this thing up. I would actually gun for Tyrese Maxey if I'm the Knicks.
I would agree. Maxey with you might need to trade Emmanuel Quigley in there, but yeah, I would not mind that.
I would definitely do Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, and quickly for Tyrese Maxey in a heartbeat.
That'd be nice, man. That'd be nice.
I don't know. Then I would look for a player that's
then we could see the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals.
You need more than that, though. You're gonna need more than that, though. What about
Yeah,
Pascal Siakam?
and
No,
right.
another thing too. What about Spicy P? There's no games today, Stephen Kinker. There's no games today, by the way. There's
Yeah.
games. What about Spicy P and OG Anunoby from the Raptors?
No, man, we need a
That'd be good.
franchise
That'd
player,
be
brother.
great.
We need a franchise player. It's just simple as that. We need
Right.
which is hard to
Mhm.
get. All teams that win have a big time franchise player. This
True.
is just more common in almost every year. There's exceptions to the rules, but that barely happens. So if we want to follow suit, we need a franchise player, man. We need somebody big time. You know,
Agreed.
Man, if Ron win at the 7th seed, I'm not gonna
He'll be
lie
the
to you.
greatest
I'm
player of
gonna
all
have him
time.
as the GOAT.
He'll be the GOAT.
I
I
wouldn't be the
agree.
GOAT for me, but I mean, hey, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, man. But I always said that team was a title contender anyway because they're 2 top 10 players, and you got a bunch of role players that average in double digits. Why shouldn't you be winning?
I
You
mean,
got
they
everything.
weren't doing that before the trade deadline. Is after
I
they
know that, but
just
they were
was at the
losing a lot
trade.
of close. They was losing a
done.
lot of games that they should have won. You know, it's not like they were getting blown out. You know, and even with Russell Westbrook, they still got some good quality wins at some points, beating top teams. They were always title contenders, bro. I mean, that record stuff don't mean nothing this year. I'm sorry, it just don't. I mean, you got
Nah, I
number
don't
one
think so. I
seed.
think I don't. Listen, I don't think
But
that
the
record
but
stuff mean. I don't think
the
that record stuff mean to players like LeBron and Steph.
yeah, but I mean,
But
there's
for
a lot of
everything else, for everybody else, it means something.
a little bit, but those teams aren't even doing that good either. You know, I mean, the only
True.
one that you could say that's consistently is good is the Denver Nuggets. You know, and maybe the Boston Celtics, their top seeded team, but Miami Heat is an 8th seed in the conference finals, bro. I mean, so obviously this
Man,
is a complete.
come on, they're really a 7th seed. They just switched
They're a
spots
top
with
6 seed.
they just switched spot with the Hawks.
Atlanta Hawks with the
Because remember
Hawks.
they lost
Seventh,
to them in the
eighth is
play-in.
still a seventh, eighth is still a low seed. My main
That's
point
true,
is
that's true.
my main point is drawn by our historic presentations. A 7th seed shouldn't be even in a conference finals, but nevertheless, this is just one of those years.
I
Man.
think it's the
Seeding
first
don't
time.
matter that much.
I think it's the first time ever we get a 7 seed in the conference final, and also this is the second time ever that we have an 8 seed in the conference final. New York did that in '99 when it went all the way to the NBA finals. Miami is the second 8 seed to reach the conference final, and I'm going to say this right now. I'm not saying they're going to win it all. I'm not saying that, but I will say this: the Celtics and the Sixers are going to have a hands full with this Heat team, man.
And
if Miami
TJ,
gets
who
it
say
in-
anything about me gloating about the Nuggets? They're in the conference finals too. You got to give them credit. You act like it's just LeBron playing by himself. It's 2 teams in the conference finals, right? So you give both teams credit as they play in the conference finals.
And the
Let's see
Nuggets
who
prove
Yeah.
me wrong.
I will say that I'm surprised that the Nuggets made it though.
You're surprised? Be honest,
Yeah.
I'm surprised too.
Salute everybody too, man. Jump in.
Raw status. I had to lose them a little early, to be
Me
honest
too.
with
I
you.
didn't listen to the Suns.
Did you? Okay.
I had Denver losing a little early. So
I did too.
So yeah.
I didn't think they would get past Phoenix, man, but
Yeah.
We were
Durant.
wrong.
Durant's an overrated player.
Kevin
I
Duke
mean-
can't.
Booker
Kevin
can win
Duke
too.
can't.
Kevin Duke can. And also Devin Booker
Ducati
too.
can't.
Another thing too, Devin Booker was donkey ass in Game 6, man. In
Mm.
fact,
Facts.
have you noticed that Devin Booker has been trash in elimination games? Think about that. 6-19 against the Bucks in 2021 Game 6. Last year, 3-14, Game 7 against the Mavs, and then Game 6 against the 4-13. Come on, man.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah.
they both quit. It got so bad that Cameron Payne and Jock Landale were doing the heavy lifting in Game 6 versus the Suns. That's impossible, man.
Mm.
I was
I
so
think-
wrong about this thing, yeah?
I think
no,
the
we will.
NBA, for a rating standpoint, the NBA wants Boston Lakers. It got everything written all over it, man. That's ratings from top to bottom.
Battle
Yeah,
for
plus
18.
that's taking it back to that classic matchup, taking it back to the 80s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, they definitely want that.
08. Yeah.
Okay, so how many games do the Lakers beat? I think everybody here got the Lakers beating the Nuggets. How many games? How many games?
Lakers in 6.
I'm gonna go 6. Yeah. I
6
said
games.
I said 6 against I said 5 against I forgot the damn team already against
Warriors.
Warriors, yeah. I said 5 against them, but you know, that's still the Warriors. They can still shoot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
I see. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, nah, go ahead, bro.
No, you about to talk.
Yeah, but yeah, man.
Lakers.
Yo, I'm gonna drop out. Let you guys go.
All right, John. Have a good one.
Have a good Saturday.
So where the Warriors go from here?
They might be irrelevant. Next year.
What do you do with the Warriors now?
Draymond Green needs to go. Let Draymond go. I would consider trading Jordan Poole. Let Draymond go. We'll consider trading Jordan Poole. 50-50 on keeping Klay Thompson. This team and get a big man. They need a big man, another shot creator off the bench. And would you consider keeping Steve Kerr or let him go too?
Yeah, that's a good question about Kerr, man.
I keep Steve Kerr. I just to try to make some trades. I won't give Draymond Green what he's asking for though, even though he played solid a little bit in a couple games. But
he did.
I will move to look on and try to get somebody else.
Yeah, Bobby, I'm gonna jump in here real quick. I believe Draymond is gonna end up with the Lakers at some point, man. That the connection with him in Clutch Sports, his respect and admiration for LeBron, their friendship.
Yeah.
That was a business like hug at the end of the game there. You know, I know guys.
What about Kyrie? Kyrie
to the Warriors.
Yeah, that could happen. I think he might want to though.
They got that little connection too. You saw he was at one of the games, remember?
Yeah.
The playoffs. So yeah,
Kyrie to the Warriors or Kyrie to the Lakers?
I got Kyrie will go to the Lakers before the Warriors, man. But if I'm the Lakers, I'm reluctant just because Kyrie and his history of injury. That's a guy that I might
and also
he's gonna want to max or whatever. He's a free agent, right? So
yeah, he's free agent, yeah.
He could go anywhere if somebody's willing to take him. It depends on who's willing to take him.
Because him and Luke and the Mavs was a failed experiment.
As long as the owner isn't a small hat.
Mark Cuban, man, he take a lot of risks.
Not Prince. YouTube, I said that.
Huh?
No, I said that. Prince didn't say that. I'm talking to YouTube. I said that, man.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
They're coming at me, man.
Oh, man. So, but yeah, man. So, what do you say about those foul calls, Raw Status? Because people hitting me up talking about the calls in the game, 42-14.
They missed calls on both sides. Like, remember there was a play out there that Steph. There was a play, right? Curry, the ball hit off Curry. They gave it to the Warriors though. That was clearly Laker ball. I mean, also Draymond Green pushing the ball on Shooter's face, but Shooter gets ejected. That's just disrespectful and wrong. The missed calls on both sides.
Raw Status, do you believe this? Let me just answer this question because I didn't get to answer this question. Do you believe the NBA is rigged? Because people keep telling me that all the time. I don't believe it. I'm just going by what people telling me.
Yeah, I got a homeboy that I'm actually about to have on my show, and not to promote myself, but
it's all good.
But he's big on that right there. I don't believe it's rigged all the time. I believe that there's some games. You had the referee Tim Donaghy. If you look up, his interviews and what he has to say about the refereeing and how he could tell a win or a loss by who the crew was. I believe that there's some games that they call more fouls on other teams because they want that team in said game or whatever. But I don't think it's totally rigged. But I think at times there is paid flopping and paid throwing of games and things like that. I think it's possible, but I can't prove that. Is what I'm saying.
I don't think it's rigged, but I do think they do controlling sometimes to make it a little because they got to keep it, at least the ratings they ain't going. It's $1 billion business, man. So if you just make it a little harder and sometimes give the star player a little bit easier edge, maybe it helps them a little bit. But they still have to go out there and earn it,
They still got to earn it. I mean, you can't they can't rig the ball going in the basket. But some of those turnovers in Game 5 with the Warriors seem kind of suspect. Like the one where Steph Curry threw the ball over his head when he was on the floor, right? And it just kind of went out of bounds. I
don't know who he was throwing it to, bro. Like, where was your mind at? That just seems like it. Yo, Ross, soon he got down, he threw the ball out. I'm like, you mean to tell me you're not going to hold on to it?
Oh, that was Game 4. By the way, that was Game 4.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, appreciate you.
That was game 4.
That was the
stupid
series
pass.
that cost the Warriors. That game was the one that cost the Warriors.
They
If
were
they
up
was
by
going to win
12
that
in that
series,
game.
they needed game 4.
They were up by 12 in that game. They were up by 12. And then they kept taking stupid threes. Remember a play, right? I remember a play that Klay Thompson took almost a half court 3 up by 1. That is stupid. Like, come on. It was 99-98 Warriors in the end of the game. You know what I'm talking about, Raw? He took almost a
Yeah.
long range, but it's stupid. And also, Curry down by 1 takes a tough mid-range shot of AD. Then Draymond had the ball. Draymond could have scored in the paint, but passed it out. And then Curry takes a stupid long range three. It's idiotic, man. And I want to throw this out there. Did you know this is the first time ever that the Warriors lost to a Western Conference team under Steve Kerr? And did you know it breaks an NBA record of winning a road game in at least 28 straight playoff series? Because remember, they lost all 3 road games in LA. And this is the first time since 2007 against the Jazz that the Warriors did not win a road game in a series. Crazy.
Damn. But yo, who wins between Boston and Philly? I got Boston winning because
Boston.
I think Philly missed their shot in game 6. That was the game that they had to close. That was
They
at
blew
home.
against this. They were up by what? They were up by 2 mid part of the 4th, and they only racked up 3 points the final 5 minutes of the game because they didn't know how to run offensive plays. Boston goes on a 15-3 run, and Tatum, who was a ghost for 3 quarters, dropped a mean 16 in the 4th quarter. Man, I think the Celtics are sending the Sixers home. I got the Celtics going back to the Eastern Conference Final.
All right. Damn. So man, but you got Celtics beating the Lakers though. So you're a little bit
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, I still got the Celtics win the championship. Yeah.
Why is that?
Deeper, more versatility, also experience plays. I know LeBron's been there in AD, but also NBA Finals experience plays a factor. Also, the Celtics can play big and small when they want to, and they got perimeter defense to slow down AD. And LeBron is great, but Tatum he's not going to stop LeBron, but he can contain him a little bit and smart. I got the Celtics beating them though. And I just think Boston's going to be hungrier this time. Because remember, they lost to Golden State last year. I think it'll be hungry this time. I got the Celtics beating the Lakers in 6.
Are you trading Chris Paul? Because he's in trade. Phoenix is going to be looking to trade him this offseason.
If you're going to trade Chris Paul for what? We're going to trade CP3 to where and for what? If you're going to trade CP3, you got to get a younger point guard in return. If not, you might as well keep him. I'll trade DeAndre Ayton, though. I'll trade everyone on the Suns not named Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Cameron Payne, Jock Landale, and maybe Chris, and I'll try to keep Chris Paul, but everyone else can be gone.
Well, how much trade value does Chris Paul have? That's the question.
That's my point. Yeah, that's why I don't think they're trading him. Yeah.
So, do you think? Look at Denver Nuggets. How would you assess them? Who's the best player in the Western Conference right now? If you had to pick, because they're going to have to get that award, right? Who would you give that award to? Right
now, probably Joker.
Okay. I mean, I think I had to give it to him too by default. I mean, AD's been up and down. I think the most consistent player in the Western Conference probably been the Joker. Right? So, what about the Eastern Conference?
Like, who's the best player in the East as of right now? Probably like Joel Embiid.
But I would say this: if the Lakers lose 2 games to the Denver Nuggets, this is going to be a tough, long series. It may go to 7 at that point,
and it'll be tougher than winning Game 7 in Denver. And
if this plays out the same way like Phoenix does. The only difference with this and the Phoenix series, I think, is going to be is the Lakers got depth, right? They got more depth than the Phoenix Suns have. But the Denver Nuggets was able to beat 2 guys that were scoring a lot of points. So if AD and LeBron scores a lot of points, but the rest of those guys don't show up, it could be another.
The Denver will win that series. Yeah,
it could be another. It could be another Devin Booker, Kevin Durant situation. You know, where one guy shows up,
or both of them quit in an elimination game.
Yeah. That is true. So, yeah, man.
Right. The Nuggets have a lot of depth. Christian Braun, Bruce Brown, Jeff Green, Michael Porter, Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic.
Someone in the chat says people don't people don't watch the Nuggets games, and it's obvious. Clearly, it's biased against small market teams.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't watch the Nuggets at all.
That's the problem. So I don't think that's one of the reasons I think the NBA won't even
Aaron
promote
Gordon, yeah.
the fact. Yeah, you know.
KCP. Don't forget, I want to throw out. Did you know KCP was a former Laker? He was on the championship team in 2020. He'll go against his former squad. And did you know this is the 5th time ever the Nuggets are in the Western Conference Final, and it's the 4th time Silas Ross has just 2 of you.
Oh, let me see. Yo, Raw, which one is you? Unmute yourself so I could take the other one off.
Sup, sure.
Raw, you there?
Yeah, man, I'm here.
Okay, so you on that one? I'll take this one off. All right. Unmute yourself, Raw, then I can hear you.
Yeah, so it's the 4th time ever the Lakers will take on the Nuggets in the conference final. Crazy.
Raw, you there?
Raw?
Unmute yourself, bro, and you should be able to talk. Chi-Town, what up? Is that you? Chi, what up? Don't tell me that's a troll.
It might be a troll. Because it had to be a troll because Chi-Town usually has the LeBron and MJ picture on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That is true.
Yeah, that's a troll. It's
the Denver Nuggets. Is that you?
Yeah, man, that's me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
all right.
So I got it.
So we got somebody in here to speak on the Denver Nuggets.
Just defend
Speak your piece. The floor is yours. Make your case for the Denver Nuggets because it's you against the world right now.
Yeah. So I mean, I think Nikola Jokic, he's been definitely the best player in the playoffs, and Jamal Murray, he's been pretty inconsistent. I feel like he had game 1, he was really good, but there's been moments where he just completely, he starts dribbling the ball way too much ISO ball, shot chucking, and he honestly at moments can shoot the Denver Nuggets out of games, and that's my main problem with him. And Nuggets fans have been saying that for a while. He can play selfish ISO ball a lot. Jokic will be open for like a pick and pop or something at the elbow.
Right.
He just doesn't pass. He'll just chuck up a shot that's unnecessary completely. Just completely.
Chi-Town, he said that is him.
Takes the offense out of its like rhythm pretty much, and it can allow the other team to go on like this huge run.
And Michael Porter's too feast of family too.
Yo, you know the funny thing about it? Your Denver Nuggets have a chance to start a new legacy. If you guys stay the way you are, you could develop the same way the San Antonio Spurs develop.
Honestly, that's what a lot of people have been saying. Like Nikola Jokic, if he stays in Denver for his whole career, which I believe he will.
He could be like the Tim Duncan.
Of the Spurs, yeah. And he said that.
And then you get what's this? Jamal Murray. He could be like the Tony Parker.
Michael Porter.
Yeah, and Michael Porter, he could have like a Ginobili effect for the dirt. You guys have the potential. You got all homebred, team you could develop from scratch. You just need the depth to keep developing.
And it had some depth.
Yeah.
Our GM did a great job of like picking up like really good perimeter defenders, because in the previous playoffs we've had Austin Rivers, Facu Campazzo as our starting guards in the playoffs, going up against like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. So we have no chance. Like in last year's first round, we got gentlemen swept. It's like
Calvin Booth did a good job. Calvin Booth, your new GM, Calvin Booth, he did a great job with this team. Yeah.
Signing KCP was a huge signing. 3-and-D wing. Bruce Brown was great. High energy guy off the bench.
Getting Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon, yep. The trade 2 years ago, it's been really good this year. He's his improvement from the 3-point line has been a huge key. It's given the Nuggets offense like more spacing. So.
Yeah.
Facts. Shy, what up? You there? I don't know. He said that's actually him in the comments.
I don't know. Man.
Maybe there's something wrong with his audio or something. I don't know. We're having a little technical difficulties with some people coming in. But yeah, man. If your Nuggets do win and beat the Lakers, I mean, a lot of people saying that it's a conspiracy against it, that the NBA wants the Lakers in the finals. But But if you do find a way to get past them, because you could hand the Denver Nuggets already have experience with guys exploding on them for a lot of points.
They have
So-
some playoff experience. Jeff Green been
Yeah.
to the NBA Finals. KCP been to the NBA Finals. So
Jeff
they do
Green-
have some playoff experience. Yeah.
Jeff
Yeah.
Green cannot play in this series, man, because like he's been a killer for the Nuggets. Every time he goes in the game, the other team goes on a run. His interior defense's rebounding is just bad. Like you can ask any Nuggets fan. Every time he steps on the floor, he is a liability. So
Right.
that's my main.
And his offense is kind of too inconsistent. Yeah.
Yeah. Malone, the thing with Malone is he's so stubborn. The main thing, he doesn't like playing younger guys. He always wants to go with veterans because he's a 36-year-old veteran who's been in the league a long time. But it's been a huge problem for the Nuggets, and he's just a complete liability.
Right. I also sent you a text, by the way, Shrey.
Okay, check this out.
Right.
If a lot of and KD, they can handle a lot of scoring from AD and LeBron. They may have to play a similar way and just try to let the two guys get there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
LeBron's been inefficient at times.
Right.
Especially in the Memphis series, like his 3-point shooting against Memphis. So
Well, he didn't look like the best.
He looked ghastly in that series. Bad.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. And just always constantly give LeBron credit when they win. But when they lose, it's all AD's fault. And then y'all telling me how great AD's supposed to be. If they winning, AD is playing great too as well, right?
Yeah, for sure. And
All right,
the thing I wanted to say with Anthony Davis, a lot of people are coming up with this thing that this narrative, Anthony Davis completely shut down Jokic and he's going to stop Jokic the way he did in the 2020 bubble. But I feel like people don't give enough credit to Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee.
Agreed.
Anthony Davis had a lot of help in that bubble. Now doing it on his
They
own.
all continue Jokic, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee were excellent, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, he had,
Yeah, they had a lot of bigs to go at him, but I don't think they have that much this time.
They don't
Just
have
more of
Exactly.
AD
That's what
again.
Joker's going to eat. That's what Joker might eat in this series. In the low
and
blow.
Joker's much better than he was in the bubble 3 years ago.
Way better.
Much
Way
better.
better.
way
He is
better.
way
I
better.
don't think it's a fair comparison. I think
I would give him that. I'm not completely sold on the Joker. I'm not gonna say that, but I would say he got developed. His post up moves got way better.
Oh yeah.
That little bit
And his jump shot too improved. Also, his jump shot.
yeah, he did get better. He did develop better.
Oh,
I had a problem. I hear you, bro. I had a problem with him winning the MVP last year, but you could make a case he won it this year. So
Yeah.
as long as the number two and Embiid haven't won.
Yeah,
So,
honestly, I
it
kind of
doesn't matter how it goes about at this point.
It's just way too toxic and annoying. I just
Oh yeah. Yo, Shy, what up?
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
Yeah.
We
Yo,
thought
where
you was
they-
a troll for a minute, man.
Yeah, I don't know. My internet, I don't know why I was having technical issues, but what happened? Where's John at?
Oh, he just
No, John
bounced.
He was here. He was here.
He was here early.
Okay. Because
So,
someone
yeah.
mentioned in the comments these guys hide whenever the Lakers win.
They hide whenever the Lakers win or lose.
When some TJ Gaming stated that.
No, I think he said no. He said they hide when the Lakers. Oh yeah, when the Lakers lose. You know, that's the one thing, man. If the Lakers lose, y'all should come up. Y'all should still voice your opinions too. It's sports, man. It's gonna be an up and down thing. I mean, I do everything based off most recently. So it's what have you done for me lately?
for sure.
So I mean, I don't. That's if you look at my video content, that's what basically it is. It's right now. You know, it's not 20 years ago. I'm not doing historical pieces. I'm talking about now and right now.
Because the Nuggets are just a bad franchise in general, like historically, never
Right.
been to the finals. So I feel like a lot of people are just kind of using that history as.
It's gonna be a tough series.
Mhm.
G Money, what's their regular season record? Because that regular season record was
2-2.
really effective against the Warriors.
I think
It was
52 or 53 games, right?
53 for the Nuggets.
Are you talking about overall wins for Denver?
53.
2-2, right? They tied.
53. It's 53.
It's 53. Yeah.
No, I mean against the Lakers, it's 2-2.
Oh, 2-2,
It's
2-2.
But the thing is,
Yeah,
two of those games were in October, and then I think the other two were in like December and January. So
Yeah.
I think another reason why they get disrespected is because they're in Denver. Like if they're a small market team, so that's
Yeah.
why they don't get the respect that Lakers would.
Right.
No. It's more
This
than that.
could be a
The Lakers
home-
is
this
in
could be a
LA,
home-
man. You're gonna
this could be
compare
a home
Denver to
type
LA?
No, I'm saying though the Denver is the reason why they don't get respect is because they're a small market team,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've been saying that for so long.
and I don't think the NBA even wants. They rather have the Lakers in the finals than the Denver Nuggets. So I feel like the refs.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's going to be the deciding factor, but I think the Lakers are getting more calls than.
I'm not going to make any excuses about the refs if the Nuggets lose. If the Nuggets lose, it's because they just weren't.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's going to be a deciding factor. I'm just saying that the Lakers are probably
It
going to
may
get more
play a
calls.
factor. It may play a factor. Yeah, I get it.
What do you guys
And-
think about the altitude? Do you think that's like a real thing or that's like a myth? I think it's like pretty real, in my opinion.
Nah, it's real. Nah, it's real because when you're in the altitude, the wind gets colder. I mean, the avalanche is cold. That may play a factor though.
Mhm.
That's why to me the Lakers got to win in 6. I'll be honest with you. If they go to Game 7, the Nuggets are going to win that.
And you, damn, I forgot what you said. No, I forgot what I was about to say. Never
I was
mind.
talking about how the Nuggets are a small market team.
Oh no, yeah. With the calls, what you think of that?
I agree.
Well, I think the Lakers are going to get more calls, but I'm not saying there's people out here saying it's rigged for the Lakers. I'm not saying it's rigged, but I do think that the refs are going to favor the Lakers.
The Lakers do go inside like a lot, in the interior. And the Nuggets' interior defense worries me.
But last night I was on here, everyone was saying, "Oh, it's rigged for the Lakers. They just want LeBron to get his."
Yo,
fifth."
Sherry, my suggestion for you: play Thomas Bryant. You're gonna need Thomas Bryant in this series, though. If I were Mike Malone, I know he's hearing me, but you better listen to me and actually play Thomas Bryant. One, he's a former Laker, and two, the fact that he can protect the rim and can stretch the floor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in the games he played, Malone really hasn't played him too much. He's been up and down, and he hasn't really been part of the rotation at all in like the last.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, though. That's true.
That's a big discrepancy, though. 42 times compared to 14. That's a big call difference. I mean, I hope it don't goes that way with Denver because I want to see a little more balance.
Hopefully the Nuggets don't shoot. I don't think the Nuggets are going to shoot 48 threes, 50 threes the game. So
no, they do that. They get swept in the series. They do that. But
the
guy just going inside. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so who do you guys got in the series?
Lakers in 6.
Oh, you got Lakers. Okay.
And
I got Denver.
He got Denver. He's rocking with his team.
Yeah.
What about you?
I do think Denver's the better team, but I feel like for the Lakers, this is LeBron's last chance to get a championship. He's never. I don't see him getting to this point ever again.
I agree.
Agreed.
And I'm a LeBron fan, man. I don't get me wrong. Like every year, I used to be one of those guys, but ever since he came to the West, when he was in the East, I would always root for him as long as he wasn't playing the Nuggets. So
okay,
I've kind of been like part of that. Like stop making excuses for LeBron now since he joined the West. Because in Cleveland, those years when he went up against Golden State, I was always rooting for him.
True. But you got Nuggets in how many games?
Man, thing is, the Nuggets on the road worries me because they lost 2 in Phoenix,
right?
And the Lakers' home court has been really good.
They won 9 straight.
I think it goes 7. I'm not gonna lie. Like in my heart, I think it goes 7. And
if it goes 7, Denver's winning. If it goes 7, Denver's winning. Because do you see the Lakers winning in Ball Arena in Game 7? I don't see it though. So and Ball Arena is one of the toughest places to play. 34-7.
I think it's underrated as far as toughest.
True.
I mean, LeBron is though. When it comes to Game 7, though, he has probably the best resume when it comes to Game 7.
That is a good point.
Yeah, but nobody wants to do a Game 7, especially.
Yeah. You don't want to do that. You don't want to go
to I'm not saying that G Money is wrong. I'm just saying though, it's not. When it comes to Game 7, LeBron's the best when it comes.
Yeah, all bets are off.
If you're going to Game 7, that means you're having problems. You're struggling in the series. So you want to get rid of the guys as fast as possible.
That's a good point. That is true though. And speaking of Game 7s, who do you think is going to win Game 7? I got Celtics getting it done.
Same.
The Sixers.
I will say with the Sixers, the games that people have expected them to lose in this series, they've won, and the games they've been expected to win, they've lost.
That's a good point. Yeah,
that is like when they were, Game 1 without Joel, they were expected to lose by double digits. They won that,
and then when they were down by 12. Don't forget, they were down by 12 and came back in Game 1.
Word. Yeah, if Miami Heat go to the NBA Finals, I think they still losing 5 games to a team in the West.
Call me crazy, man, and I'm not trying to disrespect you, Shrey. I'm not. I'm just saying, call me crazy. If the Miami Heat play the Denver Nuggets, I have a weird feeling Heat might win that series in 6.
Ooh.
I think mine would beat Denver. I think mine would beat Denver.
I think
Here's
Miami
why.
would need Tyler Hero a lot in that series. His scoring, it would be.
I think he'll come back for that series. He'll be a little bit rusty, but I think he'll come back for that series. If he was out for the year, that's different. Then I would not have Miami. But the fact that Hero might come back for that series,
I honestly hope he does. If he, I want to play a fully healthy Heat team. I don't want like any.
And Oladipo's out, and don't forget Oladipo's out. So technically, Miami will still be shorthanded with Oladipo being out.
Mhm.
But you have to consider finals experience will play a factor, and also that perimeter defenders, Lowry, Martin, Vincent. They have perimeter defenders though. Kevin Love been to the NBA Finals, can pass and shoot. You have Butler. He's gonna be hungry and sober in the mouth if he gets back to the finals against a team like the Nuggets though. I mean, Eric Spoelstra's been there, done that. Call me crazy. If they play Denver, I think the Heat would win the championship. If they play the Lakers, I got Lakers in 6, maybe 7.
Well, I got people already saying the Lakers won the championship already. It's not even the NBA.
A lot of people.
It's not. Yeah, it's not even guaranteed. They might even get past the Nuggets.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
even if they get past the Nuggets, there's no telling that they get past the next team. They still got.
In my opinion, I think whoever wins the West, whoever wins between the Lakers and Nuggets is winning the finals.
Yeah, man, but it's been so up and down, man. It's so unpredictable.
And Boston is the favorite. Boston is not that good. They I feel like anything can happen. The Hawks, who I think are absolutely terrible,
right?
If they were able to take 2 games.
Yeah.
I don't trust the Celtics.
Missoula is not like that team is not the same with Ime compared to Joe Missoula.
I agree with that.
Oh yeah.
I don't. Yeah, like I said, I picked them to win a championship, but now I think about it, the way they've been struggling all playoffs. If you're struggling against a team like the Hawks, how are you gonna beat a team like the Nuggets or the Lakers?
Mm-hmm. And you could argue the Celtics got a little bit better.
And
with,
the Miami lose to the
Heat.
Heat. The Miami lose to the Heat. The Miami lose to the Heat. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's possible. Butler might have their number this year because we all know he wants revenge.
But Doc Rivers is terrible in elimination games. His track record overall. So I feel like that's why I'm confident Boston will probably win games.
Yeah. I mentioned this. Apparently he won, I think 6-3-2 leads. This might be his 7th.
Yeah.
If Butler leads his team to the finals and with that, okay,
and wins the championship.
Yeah, man. I will have to say that's more impressive than the guy playing with another top 10 player, because Jimmy Butler's not playing with another top 10 player. And you can make the case Jimmy Butler himself is not even a top 10 player.
Agreed. And consider to the Heat,
But you got to give credit to Eric Spoelstra though too. He's been
Eric Spoelstra's a great coach.
It's that Heat culture for sure.
Oh yeah,
great coach. All Hall of Fame head coach, man. I mean, he's more than just a big three. He's a great coach. I mean, and what about Eric Spoelstra? Did you know he always gives simple answers when he, you know what I mean? He doesn't give long answers. He gives simple answers.
He doesn't sugarcoat stuff.
Exactly. He's quick to the point. Like, you gotta like it. You gotta like Eric Spoelstra, man. And Pat Riley did a great job with this team. Nico Anderson's like, I'm telling you, man, if the Miami Heat, if they win the championship, they'll be the greatest 8 seed of all time. I'm a Knicks fan, by the way, and I experienced that against the Heat. Gee whiz. But I'm saying that if the Miami Heat become the first 8 seed to win a title, they'll be the greatest 8 seed in NBA history. What do you think about that?
But Lakers could make history for being the first 7th seed in history to win a title.
That's true. Imagine Heat Lakers finals in 2020. Imagine
7th, 8th seed.
That'd be crazy.
7th, 8th seed meets in the finals. That's crazy.
Crazy. What do you think about that, Sure?
Jimmy Butler, Jason Tatum, and the Joker, they have to win the championship for the first time, make their own legacy.
Yeah.
LeBron is trying to add on
Joel
to
Embiid too.
Yeah, Joel Embiid. LeBron is trying to add on to his legacy. But if LeBron don't win the championship this year, beating Steph Curry is like, okay, it don't mean that much no more. It will mean much more if you put the icing on top and win the championship. You got to win the championship.
That's a good
point. I mentioned this is his last chance to win. I don't think he's not going to get back here. I think unless they make some crazy move to get a big superstar. Right. Honestly, because LeBron's getting older, AD, you know how he is. He's looking older too.
So the West will get better.
Yeah. So if you're the Lakers, this is your last, or LeBron, this is your last chance to get a championship.
I did want to ask you guys this one thing though. With Anthony Davis, that this on and off game, this inconsistency he's had in the playoffs. Do you think he can get away with that against Denver?
No, if he does that
No.
against Denver, they lose. He has
Okay.
to be consistent.
I mean, but if he had a game like yesterday, like he didn't have a big impact scoring wise, but defensively and rebounding,
he was great.
Because
I
people
think
said
they
the
could win
same
like that,
thing.
too.
If he does that against the Warriors, which he did, they'll lose, but they still ended up winning. So I was just wondering, like maybe he can still do that. And
Yeah,
He
but
can
the
always do
Nuggets
that
are
against the
deeper.
Warriors because the Warriors are a smaller team. I don't
That's
know
true.
why in the hell they got rid of James Wiseman and don't give Jonathan Kuminga time.
Stupid.
Oh,
Those
John,
are two
that was really dumb. Kuminga
That was
just-
really dumb because both of those guys were good young players that you could develop, and they were playing good with the Warriors.
and they're both
Exactly.
really good rim protectors.
Why not use,
Especially Kuminga is
why not
athletic
use
enough.
Anthony Lamb? Why not use Anthony Lamb for shooting?
Yeah,
Come on, Kerr. But AD needs to be uber dominant against the Nuggets in the low block. He can't settle for jump shots. He needs to be consistent. If he's not consistent, the Nuggets will steamroll their way to the NBA Finals. If he's not consistent,
and if the Lakers lose, I'm pretty much sure now because I don't hear nobody giving the AD props anyway when they win. I'm pretty sure it's all going to be AD's fault if the Lakers lose this series.
and yo,
I didn't give him
Steph,
props. I thought that yesterday he didn't have a good game scoring wise, but defensively and rebound
he was
presence.
great.
he had a
Yeah,
big
but nobody wasn't talking about AD. It was all about LeBron.
Exactly. And why not mention Austin Reeves? Austin Reeves was a beast last night, getting to the
I'm
rack,
nervous about Austin Reeves, bro. I'm really
hit that dagger, hit
Liberal
that three
players
ball. Austin
Mm.
Reeves was so good that even Mike Breen gave him a bang for one of his threes. So when you get that Mike Breen bang call, that's when you're having a good night. Yeah.
Chi-Town, if the Lakers go down 2-0 in Denver, you still got them winning?
I mean, they've never lost. They haven't lost a home game postseason, so no.
It'll probably still go 7. It'll probably still go 7 because
Both teams
this
are
could be.
at home, so
And who knows? It could
Who
be
you
a
think
home
has
type-
better chances of winning on the road then? Let's put it that way.
I'm
Lakers.
gonna be honest. I think the Lakers do.
Mhm.
Lakers.
Honestly, the Lakers. I don't trust the Nuggets.
I mean, both teams are undefeated at home. Denver, they're both 6-0, I believe.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Denver is 6-0. They were 3-0 against Minnesota, 3-0 against Phoenix. LA was 3-0 against Memphis, 3-0 against Golden State, 6-0. Yeah, you're right.
Hey, going
Somebody-
off topic, I know it's early.
Somebody
but-
has to break the record then. Lakers got to win on the road in
The
order to
main thing
win
with
the
LA,
series.
they won game 1 in both series. They split on the road in the first 2 games. The Nuggets have to make sure they're playing from ahead and steal game 1.
Well,
We
we
got
can't
them
look-
both at home.
We can't judge this based off 2020. This is 2023.
To
I
me,
mean,
Denver has
3
to win
years
both at
later.
home. To me,
This is
Denver
two
has to win
complete
both at home.
different teams.
To me,
Yeah.
the X factor is Jamal Murray. If he plays like a real solid number 2, then sometimes he has inconsistency.
Yeah.
Like I remember in game 2 against the Suns, he had I know they won that game, but he played terrible that game.
He terrible
needs
to
to
the
be-
fourth quarter.
Yeah, so
Well,
he
if the
needs, to
Lakers can't get a road win, Denver's going to win the series.
Agreed.
he needs to be consistent. He needs to be a solid number 2 for them to even win the series.
And same thing, Michael Porter. Michael Porter needs to be consistent too.
How good is the Lakers transition offense? Because the Nuggets transition defense in the Suns
Oh no,
series.
they're a better half court team.
They're
They're
the
gonna
lead-
have to
they
be-
won the
okay.
lead for fast break
Because the
points.
Nuggets transition defense was really suspect against Phoenix.
Hmm.
So I was kind of worried about
And
that.
LeBron leads the NBA in fast break points as a player. LeBron.
Yes.
That's gonna be a problem. LA is a very fast paced team when he wants to be. They're one of the leaders in fast break points. So the Nuggets want to get to the NBA Finals. They gotta put the Lakers in a half court game. They do that, they win that series. If LA's gonna run them out of the building in this series. If Denver ain't careful.
Hey, to go off topic a little, what do you think happened with the Warriors? I know Bob Myers is leaving now.
They're gonna break up. Draymond Green is gone. Draymond will be gone. Jordan Poole might be traded. Who knows? Who knows? They could F around and trade Klay Thompson. I doubt it, but I'm saying it's a possibility.
I think there's going to be a lot of breakups. I think.
Did you see Curry cry last night?
Phoenix breaks up too.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see him crying. He was crying.
Well,
No, I mean, no, he was crying because he knew it was not the series. I'm talking about him winning
dynasty.
championships.
Mm.
The dynasty.
Yeah, he can't get to number 5. That's
Because their
something
GM
that we both
leaving.
needed.
Their GM
Yeah,
Bob
Bob
Myers
Myers.
is leaving,
Yeah.
he's gone. I mean,
and then Clay hasn't been the same since those 2 injuries he's had.
and Klay could be traded too. I doubt it, but it's a possibility they could trade Klay Thompson.
But not even that. He's just not the same player he was like then. He used to be a knockdown shooter, but now he's not. He doesn't have that same impact.
Everyone was talking about Game 6 Clay, but Game 6 Clay happened in Game 2 when he hit 6 threes and had 30 points or 8 threes or
Yeah.
whatever it was. I'm like, his Game 6 Clay, whatever, already happened.
Yeah,
Really?
8 threes in game 2. Yeah,
Yeah, if they're gonna win that series, they're supposed to win Game 4.
Game 4 is the best
They
chance.
lost
to win
Game
in
4,
the world.
they completely melted down at the end.
Yeah.
And even Game 3, people forget about Game 3. The Warriors were up by 11 in the second quarter, and then they get up a 30-8 burst, be down 11 at the half. So the Warriors just lack rim protection. They have no depth, man. I told people this team, look, the Warriors proved me wrong last year. I told you this team was not going to repeat this year. Like, one, they're injury prone. Two, the fact that they don't have depth. And also, when you try to repeat, you're going to get tired, though.
Yeah, that's a
come out
good
your head.
point. They're gassed in the regular season. That's why they didn't put that much effort, and they were 6th seed.
And they only beat the King, in my opinion. That it took them 7 games to beat the Kings, and the experience was the thing that took them.
Experience, and also Sacramento's lack of rebounding. I picked the Kings to win that series. I was
Heck,
wrong.
if Harrison Barnes hit that buzzer
Game
beater in
three.
Game 4,
Game 4, right? Yeah.
They win. They go up 3-1.
yeah, and that series is over.
And the Kings will be playing the Lakers. And who knows what the Kings could have done?
Yeah.
What is with the legacy of Kevin Durant? Yeah, he ain't gonna win no more championships. You think it's over with?
It's not over because I gotta see what the Suns do this all season, but it's not looking likely.
Man, can't win without Steph is gonna hurt his big time. He got to get at least a championship without Steph.
Yeah, at least with Steph too. I know Dynasty's over. Hey, he could say, "Hey, even when KD left, I got one."
Yeah, I mean, he's always going to be ranked ahead of KD. I mean,
Suns fans are trying to say that they should just do the same thing with AD, what the Lakers did with AD and LeBron. Pretty much, in a way, I guess, gut the roster, except instead of in the middle of the season, in the off season, free up that cap space and build around Book and KD.
That's not a bad idea, but they're going to have to get a lot of good pieces in there.
What if they get? I'm not saying this happened, but what if they get Kyrie again? Or not again? What if?
I saw some fans saying that too on Twitter. I don't think that's happening. But
yeah,
I don't think that's going to happen.
Chris Paul is there. I know the Suns looking to get rid of Chris Paul. Those reports didn't came out for nothing. So
if you're relying that heavily on a 38-year-old, honestly washed up point guard whose mid-range shot isn't what it used to be, whose defense he's
constantly getting hurt,
and also his 3-point shot's been more inconsistent. His 3-point shot's been up and down compared to back then.
If you can't get rid of Chris Paul, you're just gonna have to.
When your team relies heavily on that kind of player, that's just poor roster construction all around.
Right.
Agreed.
Denver was just a better constructed team.
Here's the thing: if you can't get rid of Chris Paul, you know what you got to do? Get Chris Paul insurance and let Chris Paul come off the bench.
Yeah,
I agree.
The second unit, he should
just
be
start
coming
Cameron Payne. Just start Cameron Payne. Yeah. Just start campaign. I thought the Suns would get to the NBA Finals and lose to the Celtics, but this team lacked so much depth. Terrence Ross was ass in the playoffs. Landry Shamet only had one good game. That was Game 4. He didn't do anything in the playoffs. Biyombo was bad in the playoffs. Torrey Craig played so well against the Clippers. He disappeared against your Nuggets straight, by the way. Former Nugget, by the way. Torrey Craig was terrible in the second round. This team has no shot creating off the bench. I don't mind the Kevin Durant trade because I wish we would have kept Bridges. I don't mind. I wish we would have kept Bridges at least. I like Cam Johnson, but I don't mind trading Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, and some picks. But man, they could have used Bridges a little bit in this series. I know Bridges had a terrible playoffs against the Sixers, but he could have helped in this series potentially. I mean, we would never know, but you get my point.
And Denver, your boy Jokic got a point. He got a way to make himself be better than Embiid this year, and Anthony Davis. If he could get
Giannis.
Well, no, Giannis is not a 5 though. I'm talking about those guys a little more because they're more of 5s in today's NBA. So, but those are the 3 of the best bigs. So if the Joker could get past those 2 guys, I mean, he can't play Embiid because Embiid may just get knocked out, but by default, he become not only the best big in the league, but he could become the best player. He won the chair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And don't forget, he could still play and beat in the NBA Finals. If the Sixers can win in Boston, beat Miami, and beat the Heat, who knows? And beat versus Jokic in the NBA Finals would be nice.
It'd be nice for it'd be nice for me and you and probably some people on this panel, but not the general public because they won't watch it.
I mean, except us. I mean, Shay will watch, Shy will watch, except us,
Well, finals I always watch regardless. Except probably the only finals I didn't really watch was probably the bubble finals because the bubble I can't watch it without fans, man.
Right. What about you, Straight? Did you watch the playoffs in 2020? I watched every game.
Yeah, I watched majority if I had time.
Man,
I watched every
man.
Nuggets game. That's 100%.
Passionate Nuggets fan. That's what I love. But you're a passionate Nuggets fan. Like I'm a passionate Knicks fan.
And LeBron also needs number 5 because people here in Los Angeles, as a observer, a guy that lives in Los Angeles, I should record all these people talking about Kobe's the best player, better than LeBron. There's people here in Los Angeles that got Kobe ranked number 3 and number 2 for their greatest all-time list. And I'm like, no. Then I have to get into a debate with them. But
some of them have.
It can get really frustrating getting into those debates.
Huh?
It can get really frustrating getting into those debates sometimes.
Like, people lie because people can lie.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are spur of the moment type of stuff. They say this guy's the GOAT based off just 1 year. And then the next year they're saying something completely different. I think a lot of people don't stick to their criteria.
People saying
they don't have
AD
one.
is a top 2 power forward of all time. What the hell? Some people say AD is a top 2 power forward of all time. You know how wrong and disrespectful it is? Over Karl Malone, over Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki. Come on, man. I've
heard some people say he's gonna pass Duncan if he wins the championship.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's so disrespectful and wrong.
Well, in order for him to even pass Duncan, he got to win as a.
During the 2020 bubble, I saw Lakers fans say that the only thing Duncan has over AD is passing.
He's a better rebounder, rim protector,
better scorer.
I think AD is a better scorer, to be honest.
Nah,
but you don't think so?
No, because Tim Duncan's a more timely and effective scorer.
Yeah,
that's true. He got a better mid-range jump shot too.
I think AD is probably more athletic. He has athleticism over Duncan. That's about it.
Yeah, he has that.
But the thing is, most people who say that only started watching Tim Duncan at the end of his career. If you go back early in the early 2000s,
and even
his athleticism was really good. If you actually,
Tim Duncan literally won everything there is to win in the NBA, bro. All right, Anthony Davis don't even get half. Anthony Davis don't even get half Tim Duncan's an individual accomplishment.
And Tim Duncan, I think was it the 03 finals? I think he won a championship with his second best player being Tony Parker, who averaged 14 points per game on average efficiency. That was
Tony Parker was a sophomore. He was a second-year player in the NBA.
Tony Parker didn't even get to that. People think that they're already Hall of Fame, but they weren't on that level until 2005 or 6.
Right. And
Tim Duncan had an impact on winning the minute he got there. He helped David Robinson win the chip.
Yeah, right. And people say Tim Duncan, the Spurs were already a winning organization, but that's just blatantly
that's
false.
a lie.
Tim Duncan made them a winner.
That's it. Yeah,
Tim Duncan
and I'm glad you brought that up because that system was built around Tim Duncan. He made that winning culture there.
Pop was on the verge of being fired. Yeah, was on the verge of being fired. The Spurs won 20 games before Duncan. And consider this too, right? San Antonio in 03, Ginobili was a rookie.
Tony Parker was a role player for some years of his career. He did have a good peak. When he hit his prime peak, he was pretty good. He was an all-star.
People definitely overvalue how much help Tim Duncan had because he didn't have as much help as people think he did. He had to carry the Spurs a lot of years.
Yes. And those guys, it's not like those guys were all-stars out the gate, they was going to predict to be great. They had to earn the right to be called good.
Yeah.
You mean Ginobili was what? A second-round draft pick, something like that?
Yeah, around that, yeah.
Ginobili, Parker, I think Bruce Bowen was one of their main.
And Bruce Bowen started off his career in Miami. Bruce Bowen started off as a Heat, though. Steven Jackson was there for a span.
Robert Horry,
Speedy Claxton.
Yeah, Michael Finley.
Michael Finley was on the Spurs too. Yeah, he was there.
Muhammad was there.
Muhammad, yeah. Also, DeJuan Blair,
Oh yeah.
The Spurs didn't have. People keep saying the Spurs were a super team. What the hell? No, they were not. Though the Spurs were not no super team.
They're not a super team. Not even close.
They were a developed team that became a dynasty. Period.
Exactly. Even Duncan won a title in his second year. I mean, in '99, Sean Elliott, Kersey, Avery Johnson, David Robinson was.
Like I always say, you can't draft a super team. How somebody's going to be great or super until they actually play?
Jaren Jackson, the other Jaren Jackson, the Eliminator. Yeah.
So you can't become a super team just based off drafts. I mean, you could be good and develop to great players, but that's That's all a question mark because we see number
Keith
2
Sherwood,
draft picks flop.
1999,
Number 2
Also
draft
said
picks
a
flop,
joke.
but 1 draft picks flop. A number is just a number in the draft.
I know this guy was obviously kidding. Remember, he said that your Knicks were a super team.
Oh yeah, man, that's a joke. That's not even not even worth responding back to. I mean,
Speaking
it's
of
not-
you Knicks fans, by the way, what do you guys think about Julius Randle? What do you think the Knicks should do with him this offseason?
Unless I look at both sides. I would keep Randall, or if we're going to trade the guy, you better trade him for a star back. So I'm 50-50. I either would keep Randall, or if you're going to swap him, you better swap him for a eye-popping superstar.
Yeah, but what eye-popping superstar can we get though? That's the question.
Well, I know this will never happen, but keep this in mind. Giannis. If the who knows? There's a possibility Giannis though. Or even Embiid.
Some guy told me, I think it was 2 days ago, that Giannis was interested in the Knicks. I said, "Will you come up with that?" I didn't see nothing on that. So, can you re-elaborate on that? Did you see any articles or something on that?
I think I saw a few articles though, and I also thought to myself, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying it's a possibility that maybe the Bucks go. Maybe who knows? Maybe Giannis can ask for a trade this offseason is a possibility though, and also Joel Embiid. You got to put Joel Embiid in there because what if Philly loses tomorrow? He can ask for a trade.
Oh yeah.
What about? Would you guys take KD?
I would not mind KD. Yeah,
I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I wouldn't mind KD. He's still a
I just
franchise
don't think
player.
the Suns going to do it though.
No.
I don't even know. I don't
if
even know if KD really is still a franchise player, but just based off the name and the numbers that he produced, I have to
I would
still
love
say.
KD.
Okay,
I'm not sure if you guys saw this stat, but I follow some Nuggets like reporters on Twitter, and they sent out this stat that Kevin Durant shot 26 of 82 when guarded by. He shot 26 of 82 with 11 turnovers when he was defended by Aaron Gordon.
Bro, it was Brick Nation. He got shut down a lot recently.
Yeah,
he got shut down a lot in the playoffs recently.
Yeah, right. I feel like Aaron Gordon, the same thing. He could. I don't know if it would translate the same way to AD and LeBron. I think Malone is going to use that matchup. He's going to put him on a mix of both of them.
And this was a guy that y'all was hyping up, saying is the greatest scorer of all time. Kevin Durant
and Aaron Gordon shut him down 26 for 82 and then 11 turnovers. Aaron Gordon's actually resurrected his career in Denver because he was kind of a bust with the Magic, but with the Nuggets though, athleticism, hit the corner three.
Yeah,
I mean, great defender, can finish at the rim, ball handler. Man, Aaron Gordon's really turned his career around in the Mile High.
Yo, you know what I noticed? KD struggles against wings that could defend.
Agreed. Tony Allen shut him down. Kawhi Leonard shut him down.
And stronger guys too, because KD isn't like obviously the strongest guy. Aaron Gordon, he's like 240 pure muscle.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Also,
that's another sleeper that's on your team. You know, I do think if I just go on player for player outside of LeBron and AD, I do think your Denver Nuggets got better players. If I could just go pound for pound.
Yeah, as I said, they're a better team.
Denver's a better team by far, yeah.
But they're not a better team. Doesn't always win.
It's true. Tell it to New York and Miami. New York was the better team, and Miami had the hungry team.
But
tell that to the Milwaukee Bucks.
As at Milwaukee too.
Yeah.
And you could say Jokic is probably the best player in the series.
By far, yeah.
But
at this point of his career, he's better than LeBron and AD.
Yeah, I agree.
There are people though who are picking the Nuggets that
if they lose though, if they lose Chi-Town, people won't be agreeing with you with that.
I know.
He's
better than them. He's better than both. He might not be talented, but he's better.
We're talking about right now. We're talking about right now.
If you're building a franchise, I take Nikola Jokic over those two.
Because he's younger. He's
younger and more durable too, and more durable by far.
But I'm saying though, I don't think people are going to be saying that. Always going to be saying LeBron's better.
Right.
I'm not talking about all time. I'm talking about
right now.
I'm talking about right now. I just said if he loses.
No, LeBron's not better than him. Come on.
If LeBron beats the Denver Nuggets, people going to say LeBron's better than the Joker.
No, we agree with that part. Yeah, we agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they not?
Unless he outperforms, he's averaging 35.
No, you guys are sitting on here saying 20. If LeBron gets a championship, but if he beats the Joker, he's not better than the Joker.
I would at least consider.
I mean, just because you beat someone doesn't mean you're better than them.
Exactly.
That's true.
But we know how people overreact to, the
if
playoffs.
LeBron's going to be considered the GOAT if he gets a 5th championship, which I still don't consider him the GOAT if he does get that. But let's just say if y'all got that, he got to be at least number 2 of second best player right now of all time. And if he beats the Joker, you got to say he's better than the Joker if he's on his way to being the GOAT for you.
Where do you guys have LeBron all time, by the way?
Top 5, probably like top 5.
I have him like 3rd.
Probably like 3rd or 4th around that. Yeah.
I have him at number 6.
Number 6.
Yo, Shrey, I want to ask you a question. If the Lakers win the championship as a 7th seed, do you think LeBron's the GOAT if the Lakers win the title?
I can answer that a little bit. Before you answer, I think probably some of the youngsters would think that, but it'd be a spoiled audience. I still don't think LeBron would convince most of the general public that he's the GOAT. I was
born during LeBron's rookie year, so I'm like a younger fan. I'm 19.
Yeah. So I don't. That's why I'm just saying. Some of the youngsters may say it, but I don't think LeBron James is going to be considered a GOAT with a 5th championship for the general public. Mm-hmm. I think people here in California still got Kobe over LeBron. There's not even talking about MJ. So then you got people that think Kareem over LeBron. So it's just a little bit too much people. Yeah,
I play pickup basketball with my friends, and all of them are saying that they want LeBron to win their 5th, and if he wins his 5th, he deserves it, and he's their GOAT if he wins the 5th, hands down.
Yeah, so I'm just saying it's still going to be a small audience though. Mm-hmm. Take yourself out of that equation, and just generalize the whole world. Yeah, most people still won't be saying he's the GOAT.
Agreed.
No, when you think about it too, for what Jordan, he won 6 in 15 years. Well, it took LeBron 5.
6 and 13.
Or 6 and 13 years, yeah.
No, he played 15 years.
Yeah, but he wasn't on the title contender the last 2 years.
I mean,
we judge players when they're on title contenders. That's why I'm judging LeBron now.
LeBron, I'm saying 20 years. He wasn't title contender 20 years.
LeBron James was the title contender damn near 10 years to 15 years.
From 06 to now, he's been basically a title contender every year.
Really more 07. I don't even count 06. Really more 07, really.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would say this. I would say he was on the title contender from 09 and up.
Even if you just count their whole career, even the years they weren't contenders, Jordan won 6 in 15 years. LeBron won 5 in 20 years.
Yeah, right. So still a losing end, but then he lost on the biggest stage there is as a title contender.
09 is the last time he lost in the conference finals too. He's
crazy.
That was against that Dwight Howard Magic team. That was a really good team.
That was a good team.
MJ will be the GOAT and Kobe will be second. I don't know about Kobe being second.
Oh no way. Kobe
but I would tell you this much: 6 finals losses. 6 finals losses. You have to. It stays on your record forever, but you have to find a way to erase that. He can't just. The man's been on a title contender for most of you were saying all different years, but main point is it's been a long time. You have to win a majority of those times. I'm not saying that you have to lose. You have to win every single year. But if you go to the finals 10 times, you got to win more than you lose.
I agree with that, dude.
You have to.
Agree. I agree because I don't give him a pass. The only years that I might give LeBron a pass is 07 and 2018. Other than that, 2014, no excuse. 2011, no excuse. 2017,
even in 2018, because we've seen teams with less push the Warriors. All right,
true.
Even in 2018,
he got swept. He getting swept. It was bad.
Even if 2018, LeBron they went into overtime. LeBron tucked that game over. That could change the whole momentum if he was playing like that.
If they win game 1 on the road, going home 1-1,
that could have changed the whole series around.
And game 3, they're up by 13 at home.
Yeah, game 3 was a killer. That was
If you really think about it, Cleveland could have been up 2-1. If you really think about it, with game 4 at home, who knows?
And in 2017, they could have been 2-2. KD hit that pull-up three in LeBron's face.
And not just that, if you watch that game, the Cavs were up by 7 in the fourth quarter.
And the Warriors went on an 8-0 run or something, right?
And the Warriors were down 6 with late in that game. The Warriors went on 11-0 run and win by 5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm glad you guys bring it up because that's the problem with him. Would have, should have, could have. He didn't capitalize on moments that he should have already. Mm-hmm. He's been playing basketball for almost 20 years, been on a title contender longer than most people have right now. you should have more titles. He should be sitting on 7 to 8 titles easily right now.
And also, don't
then I
forget
wouldn't be having a problem with you saying he's the GOAT. But the fact that he lost too many times, I can't do it. Sorry.
Right. And also, don't forget, a Game 5 in that series, the Warriors only won by 9 in Game 5. If you just defend or just run plays offensively, you might have won that. If you really think about it, Cleveland could have been up 3-2 with Game 6 at home, and who knows in 2017.
Yeah. Cleveland could have won in 2017.
Yeah.
All right, so
they're evenly matched. I know
exactly. So that's the problem with like extreme LeBron fans. They want to always give him a pass. And you see it even now. If the Lakers lose, it's Anthony Davis' fault. LeBron is nowhere to be seen. It's like he wasn't even on the team. But when they win, LeBron this, LeBron that. Come on, man. They got to go both ways. You know. I remember when we was criticizing Jordan in '95 and saying he don't get it no more.
You know,
you still have to answer it. You still have to answer the call when you get put down.
Exactly, and Jordan lost. We didn't make an excuse. We did not. He lost.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I want to throw it out there, too. Did you know the 8-seeded Clippers with Lou Will, Montrezl Harrell, Landry Shamet, Dylan Gallinari, Wilson Chandler pushed that Warriors team with KD to 6 games? And do you forget that in Game 2, they were down 32 and came back. The Clippers had won. And in Game 5, they won on the road again.
Yeah.
Hell, in Game 4, the Clippers almost won that game. If you think about it, the Clippers could have been up 3-2 going home for Game 6. They almost pulled the upset in 2019. They almost did.
Oh, yeah. So that's my stance on that, man. I mean, LeBron's a great player. A lot of people say, oh, you criticizing LeBron. I'm criticizing him because he was he's on a title contender playing with another top 10 player. They're supposed to be winning. What am I supposed to be doing? Just keep giving him a pass? He's playing with a guy that you call a top 10 player? Both of them are top 10 players, arguably, right? So what are we doing here? And plus, you could manipulate the team and get a bunch of role plays. They trade Russell Westbrook in for a bunch of double-digit guys that role players.
None, yeah,
who does
Thomas
that?
Bryant,
I mean, that's
Bryant.
privilege. Privilege is invisible to those who have it. And the fact that you're able to trade Russell Westbrook for a shitload of depth goes to show you that you should be winning even more. That's why
also Kendrick Nunn and Thomas Bryant too. Not just Russ, but also Kendrick Nunn and Thomas Bryant. They traded those guys for depth. The Lakers have no reason not to win this year. In my opinion, every team has a lot to prove. If you're Miami, you got to break through at some point. If you're Boston, you got to redeem yourself at the last year. If you're Philly, you need to crack the code. If you're LA, you need to raise the trophy. If you're Denver, you don't want to be known as a fraud, so you got to get it done this year.
Oh, yeah. And if you're the Joker, you got to prove that you can win now because, I mean, you're getting some of these individual
your team's healthy now. Your team's healthy now.
The Joker's putting up damn near Walt Chamberlain numbers and all of this crazy stuff with numbers. We're going to suspect winning. You know, with greatness comes winning. So people are going to want wins at some point. That's why I say you can't be hung up on stats because if all you care about is stats, what's the end game? The end game, those stats got to lead to winning. Yeah. Right?
Right, it's the first to 4, first to 16. Whoever gets 16 wins the trophy. It's the first to 4. And a lot of coaches, jobs is on the line. Mike Malone, Doc Rivers, their jobs are on the line. And even Joe Mazzulla, who knows? Their jobs are on the line. What do you think about that, Shrey and Chi-Town?
Whose job? The Celtics coach?
Joe Mazzulla, Doc Rivers, and Mike Malone.
I don't think he's gonna get fired because this is his first year, so they don't fire coaches after 1 year.
I don't think Malone gets fired. Doc Rivers, possibly.
Doc Rivers and Monty Williams, they're both gone.
Yeah, Monty Williams is guaranteed. There's no way
Monty's gone. Monty even knows he's gone. Yeah. And what about Eric? I don't think the fire. I think Eric Spoelstra will stay with the Heat for a long time. But would you consider the Heat letting Eric Spoelstra go if they get destroyed in the finals or conference final? What do you think?
No, I think they should still. They have something going, but maybe in their minds they feel like the conference finals is they're maxing out with this roster at the conference finals. So, Jimmy Butler's going to be 34, and maybe they want to go in a different direction. I don't think so. I think they'll probably run it back another year, even if
and try again. Yeah, and try again. What about the Lakers? So the Lakers, do you think Darvin Hamlin's gone?
No, probably not. First year, I mean, the way they turned it around.
0-5 to start the year, 2-10 to start the year. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, I mean 2-10, which was the worst start in Laker franchise history, though. I mean, it looked like they would win like 15 to 20 games, but they turned around the ship in a blink of an eye. I mean, Darvin did a good job, man. I know he made some mistakes here and there, but he did a great job with this team, man.
Mhm.
I mean, he should be kept. Also, Eric Spoelstra. I mean, a team that's almost missed the playoffs, that you get him to the conference final and maybe finals, though, he should stay. And I do agree that he won't. The Mike Malone thing is tricky. I think if the Nuggets get smacked around by the Lakers or whoever comes out the East, I think Mike Malone could be gone.
Yeah, I was thinking Mike Malone could be gone if they lost in the second round, especially if they lost badly, like they did. But this roster and Phoenix's roster, there was no way that was going to happen.
Right.
Because I had the Nuggets I had them coming out of the West, but I know, like, guaranteed, I would have been shocked if they did not make the conference finals. I guarantee them to at least make the conference finals for sure.
You shouldn't. That's the thing, though. People are acting like the Lakers were like these scrubs or something. I mean, I don't understand it. When if I say Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon are on the same team, right? They established, they're in their peak prime. Shouldn't you be thanking their title contenders? I mean, you'd be shocked if they lose. It's only news if they lose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why? This is the same a lot. The term that I use for the Lakers. That's why I said all year long, if you have 2 top 10 players, they gotta win at some point.
Yeah,
and you shouldn't be surprised by that.
Right. Another guy that needs to win a championship right now, James Harden and Joel Embiid, 2 of them. They gotta win this year, though. They gotta win this year. Like,
just easily the best chance.
If they don't win this year, they'll never win. Harden may be gone.
Joel Embiid got to just get to the conference finals because the Joker's
he's got to get over that hump.
Exactly. Let the guy win another game. The guy win a game 7 in Boston, though. But here's the thing: Philly did that before. I think it was in '81. Philly did that before winning in Boston in the game 7. So it's not impossible for them to win tomorrow. I don't think they will, but Tobias Harris needs to step up. Tyrese Maxey needs to step up. D'Anthony Mel needs to hit those jump shots. And Doc Rivers, he's going against his former team because we all know he used to coach the Celtics, so he's coaching against his former team. So the Sixers got to break through. They haven't won since '83, so Philly needs to break through. The
thing with Philly is they did all the process years. They did all that tanking. They hired that GM. They drafted Joel Embiid.
That was Sam Hinkie.
Sam Hinkie. Jahlil Okafor was a bust. Ben Simmons ended up busting. But they did all that.
Was a bust.
In 2018, they lost to the Celtics in round 2, and they've, I guess you could say they've improved, even though they haven't really made it. But like all these playoff appearances consecutively, and 5 years later in 2023, after your first playoff appearance with Joel Embiid in 2018, second round loss to the Celtics. You're here 5 years later again, second round loss to the Celtics.
Exactly, second round loss to Boston 2018,
and the process
officially a failure.
Right. Oh yeah, the process will be a failure. Even if the Joker wins the championship this year, there's no more comparing him to Embiid. It's over with. Embiid will have to win the championship.
And I think Sixers fans will give up with that debate too. I think Sixers fans are going to be done.
It's officially over if he wins the championship this year.
And you can argue the Phillies a better team. You can argue. I'm saying you can argue the Phillies arguably better than Denver. Like, I'm saying arguably. Like, think about that, right? If you're Philly, look, 2018, you lose to Boston without Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving. Then 2019, you lose to Toronto. You have 2-1, by the way, in that series. You lose that series. 2020, you get swept by Boston in the first round. 2021, you choke to Atlanta, who no one thought would make the playoffs.
An inferior Hawks team. That was the one team that was actually inferior to them that they.
Exactly. A team that Philly was better than. And then you lose to them in 7. Many people had Atlanta losing to New York in the first round, but that didn't happen. And then last year, you lose to Miami in 6, though, and you couldn't even score in Game 6 though at home. You only scored 90 points at home in the Game 6. And then if you lose to Boston, a team that we're in the Eastern NBA Finals last year, but a team that's been way too inconsistent this season though, and you lose to them, and you lose to Boston for the 3rd time under Joel Embiid, that's rough, man. Philly needs to break through.
When they get cold, they get really cold. I mean, they scored, I think, 13 points in the 4th quarter.
13. They did, and they took some bad shots. Go to the block, man.
Yeah.
I'm watching that game.
Tobias
Yeah?
Harris, PJ Tucker, they cannot be on the floor at the same time.
Agreed.
They just can't be. You need scoring. You need Paul Reed,
Oh yeah.
Jaden McDaniels, and whoever. But
Exactly.
PJ Tucker, Tobias Harris. Sixers fans were saying like in that Nets series, oh, he's been really good. But honestly, the
And he
Nets
was in
weren't
that series.
really a playoff team. Like if we're being honest, if that team was that team from the beginning of the season, they'd be like a 10, 11 seed.
I don't want to go off projection. We can't go what if. We will never know. Like I don't know about. You could have been right, but we will never surely know. But I mean, the Nets were a good team, but Brooklyn just didn't have a star. That's why they got smoked in that series.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really think about it, Brooklyn had opportunities in that series. I mean, game 2 they were up double digits. Game 3 they had a late lead and lost. Game 4 they were up double digits. If you really think about it, Brooklyn had an opportunity to push Philly to 6 games, or even could have been up 3-1 if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at those games. But Brooklyn had a good season, though. They just didn't have a star. They didn't have another rim protector. They didn't have another shot creator. That's why. I mean, the Nets had a good year, but Jacques Vaughn, he's a good coach, but not using Seth Curry was kind of stupid. And why not use some bigs? I don't understand that. I mean, that was rough, though. But, yeah, but Tobias Harris had a good series, but Philly just needs to execute, man. And another thing, too, the Sixers got to do you think Philly should consider playing zone against Boston or no? Or just man-to-man?
I don't think they're talented enough to go man-to-man with Boston. Boston is way too deep. Malcolm Brogdon, Derek White can get hot at any time. They're shooters.
Grant Williams, Sam Hauser.
Yeah. Too many shooters.
Mike Muscala,
just way more athletic. I mean, PJ Tucker, Tobias Harris. George Niang, for some reason, is getting – I don't know why he's getting as many minutes as he is. But
he's just a shooter. Bang, bang. That's it. And he's inconsistent as hell.
Yeah.
Boston's just too deep, too athletic.
And
they're going to out-talent the Sixers in Game 7.
Do you think the Warriors should just go out and finally get some size this time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's always been their Achilles heel, that they're a small team. They play small ball. So maybe it's
Draymond
time.
at the 5 at times.
Yeah, that's a joke. I mean,
Draymond could guard center sometimes. He could. Draymond could guard center sometimes, but
that's just so unorthodox for him to even play the 5G, man. He would have got cooked by guys like Shaq and Hakeem Olajuwon in the past. He's playing out of position, man. There's no reason for him to even be playing that position.
Yeah.
You know?
He got cooked by Pascal Siakam in the 2019 finals.
Crazy. Pascal was using spin moves, Euro steps, getting to the hoop at will, man. Like, come on, man. Like, and even Joker was killing Draymond. Well, technically, Draymond contained Jokic, but Jokic also had his moments later in that series, though. So yeah. But Pascal destroyed him, like you said in the NBA Finals. And we will never truly know this, but I will be honest with you. If Golden State had won that series, had been LA, I think Denver would have beaten them. What do you think?
I was rooting for the Warriors. I would have rather gone up against Golden State because at that point they would have had a 7-game series against the Kings and the Warriors.
Lakers.
Games. Lakers. Kings, Lakers, and Game 7 would have been Sunday. Game 1 is on Tuesday, so they would have gone through 2 7-game series and had to come to Denver for 2 games.
Good luck, and the Warriors stayed on the road.
I would be confident that the Nuggets could win both those games against the Warriors
at home, up 2-0. And don't forget, Denver won in Chase Center early in the year. Don't forget, without Jamal Murray, mind you.
If the Kings were able to go up 2-0 and the Nuggets are better than the Kings, I think the Nuggets would. But they would not blow that series.
I don't think so neither.
Let me ask you this. Do you think LeBron and Jimmy buckets, assuming LeBron stayed on Miami, you think, because I'm looking at it, you think LeBron and Jimmy Butler would have had championships by now?
That's a tough question.
I think in 2020 they would have won. If you reverse the roles and LeBron is on that Miami Heat in 2020 with Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, I think they beat whoever is coming out.
I can agree with that. Yeah, I can agree with that.
So that'd have been another championship.
With Goran Dragic, Jay Crowder, Myers Leonard on that team. That a deep team. Duncan Robinson.
You could make a case if he stayed on that Miami Heat team. He would probably because they would have built that team around him more.
Yeah.
know?
I think so too, probably. And maybe he could have respected Spoelstra more. Because remember, when LeBron first went there, he didn't respect Spoelstra at all.
Yeah.
Then Wade told him to be humble. And LeBron
Oh,
became
yeah.
more humble under Spoelstra, yeah.
So, yeah. Are you watching any new movies or what?
For me, I'm watching some movies here and there, yeah.
Oh,
Movies,
what you watching?
I think I'm also gonna watch that Gladiator movie that's coming out. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Did you watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
Guardians of the Galaxy 3, not yet. I'm going to watch that.
Okay. Yeah, I enjoyed that movie.
He finally likes some Marvel movie.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
are you
Beast,
guys gonna watch
right.
Fast and Furious next week?
I might, yeah.
Prince, how about you?
Movies are kind of cheesy to me at this point.
Mhm.
You know, so,
They're not the same.
yeah, I mean, when you got like cars going into space and all these crazy stunts, I'm like, okay, I lost a little interest in it.
I
It
miss
was
the
more-
Paul Walker days.
Yeah, but it was more grounded and realistic a little.
Mhm. And when it was actually about cars, like early.
That is true.
Yo, Bistro, jump in the panel, Bistro. Jump in the panel. Long time no see, man.
Oh yeah. So, but yeah,
Hey
man,
man, Prince, you should watch that show I was telling you about, Succession on HBO. Do you have HBO?
you know, there's apps and stuff I can still watch it from.
Okay.
You know, you don't have to be subscribed to all these subscriptions or streaming services. You can watch these things for free. You know.
Well, I don't think that's something you should be discussing.
Yeah, I'm not discussing. I'm not giving the disclosed information here. I'm just saying that you can.
Yeah.
You know.
But if you're into business, you should really watch that show. It's a really great show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll definitely check that out.
Right. And speaking of showing, I want to ask you, do you think the Knicks should build around Jalen Brunson? I think they should.
Yep, I think so.
I mean, we have no other choice
Jason,
at this
Jalen
point.
Brunson?
He's not a
Jalen
number
Brunson.
one option though.
No, he's not a number one option.
We just need a guys. You know, he could be a transcending player. That's even asking for transcending players don't come around too much. But
That's true. That's true.
We
That's true.
do need a franchise play. We need a Joker, a Giannis. And you know, I don't know how we going. The only closest thing that we could get is Zion. If you consider him on that level.
And Zion, and I like Zion, but he's too injury prone. He has talent. He's just too injury prone for me.
Or Dame Dollar. But Dame
I like
Dollar to
Dame,
me is
but I
like a
don't
second option.
Yeah, but I like Dame, but I don't think Dame and Brunson would fit. They both need the ball to be effective. I don't think they would fit. And Dame's older. Dame's a great player, but he's older.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, Prince, do you hear people saying Draymond's throwing the series?
Oh
boy.
Listen, man, those conspiracies, we could be on and on. I don't like conspiracies. I don't have no full proof that they exist. I mean, you're telling me the game is rigged. You're telling me that, you know, the referees are cheating. I understand that one referee got caught, and whenever you see one roach, there's plenty more. But I mean, until some more scandals come out, we just have to go by what we see.
There's one guy on here. I'm not gonna mention his name. G Money might know who I'm talking about, but he says there's a magnet ball.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in that garbage.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about conspiracy theories.
Have you heard about that, Prince? Magnet ball?
No.
Especially
The ball has a magnet
especially
where the ball goes in the hoop for certain players.
No, that
boy.
is horseshit.
That's so
Even in
wrong.
that nonsense. I mean, I
Don't
can
listen
sell
to
you
him.
a bridge in Brooklyn, man. I mean, if that's the point. I mean, just some conspiracies are just too stupid. They die.
People just say stuff to get attention, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean,
Like people saying that Draymond Green was potentially throwing away the series against the Lakers. Like, what the hell? People say Chris Paul in 2021 was potentially trying to get the series to the Lakers. That was no way, man. What?
Well, here's the other thing. You could say Draymond was the second best player in the series.
Wait, who said
No, I said you could say Draymond was the second best player in the series.
that? Yeah,
you
he
can.
was. Yeah, he was.
I mean, he was better in
is sad
Clay and
because-
Poole, that's for sure.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, Draymond Green did play hard. No, he played bad against us, but I agree with you there.
And you know, out of all the big time players that most people know, Steph, Giannis, Durant, LeBron, and Kawhi, LeBron's the last one standing, so he got to win the chip this year.
Agreed. All teams need to. If you're the Heat, why not this year? If you're the Celtics, you lost last year. Why not break through this year? If you're the Sixers, at some point you need to. At some point, with James Harden, Joel Embiid, this needs to work and need to carry a ring. And also, if you're like you said, the Lakers for reasons, and for the Nuggets with Joker, Michael Porter, Jamal Murray, this is arguably Joker's best team.
It is no question.
It
It's the
is.
best.
It is.
This is the best Nuggets team in franchise history. Better than that 09 team.
By far.
Oh, the one that was giving Kobe problems with Melo.
Yeah, they took him to 6 games. Yeah.
And almost went 7. They almost won Game 3. The Nuggets, and almost won Game 1. Yeah, that's true. This is the best Nuggets team in franchise
Game
history.
6 was like the only blowout that they lost by like almost 30.
Yeah, they got beaten up to a pulp. But the other 5 games could have gone either way. Yeah.
Jimmy,
And sure,
tell you, Steph, Giannis, Durant, LeBron, and Kawhi are the real 5 best players in the league. Would you believe them?
Steph, Giannis, Kawhi, LeBron, and
Durant.
You can make a case by put Joker in there and Embiid in there, maybe Embiid in there. Yeah.
Because some people tell me if we get like a full season, that those 5 are really the 5 best players in the NBA, not the ones that we perceive because they're available, by default. So I mean, it's tricky, but I got to give James Harden props. He has been playing good in these playoffs.
He has turned things around. Yeah, he has.
But he's still got that choker label to him until he actually wins. So
the Sixers, like literally their whole organization, Embiid and Harden's legacy is on the line tomorrow. Like the stakes are ridiculously high.
Yeah.
The process is a complete failure. This is their last chance.
Big time. Yeah. And also for the Celtics too, right?
Who's taking more of a hit though? Harden or Embiid?
That's tough.
To me, Harden's already established as like to most people. I think Embiid is taking the bigger hit. He's younger. He's almost 30, actually. That's crazy to think.
Yeah.
Right. For me, I agree with Embiid.
I think Embiid is taking the harder hit. I feel like Harden's already established.
Right.
Yeah.
Harden's
the number 2.
Embiid is actually in his peak prime now. So.
Yeah. But to me, it's a legacy game for the Celtics too. Because think about it. You were in the NBA Finals back in last summer. If you lose in the second round, especially 3 times at home in the same series, Jaylen Brown could be gone. Al Horford will probably retire. Marcus Smart could be gone. Tatum, who knows? For Tatum, he could ask for a trade. I mean, Joe Mazzulla might be fired. I don't think he will. I'm just saying it's a possibility. The Celtics could be irrelevant next year. Boston doesn't win Game 7.
Hey, who knows? If the Heat plays against Celtics, Jimmy Butler may get that shot that he wanted this time, and it may actually go in this time.
Very possible.
He was close to beating them last time, so I know he got them marked on his calendar because he's a competitor.
What do you guys think is the best story? Like, if which team wins, that would be like the best story.
Oh, the Lakers.
Easy. Lakers.
Lakers, second Heat.
The Lakers got the best narrative to win. That's going to sell tickets. That's going to get people making videos. That's going to get people talking about them. It's the Lakers. It's easy.
Right.
Because it's easy.
For me, the Lakers have the best narrative. Another underrated narrative, the Heat. Imagine an 8 seed winning a championship.
Yeah, I think that'll be gone and forgotten real quick, though, because it's Jimmy Butler. Sadly, but it won't be gone and forgotten between us. But the casuals won't care about the Miami Heat winning. They won't even put that into thought much. They probably forget about it.
Right. What you say? Right. What you say, Sheree?
I was gonna say, do you guys consider Miami like a bigger market? I know they're not LA, New York, Chicago, but they're probably like number 4, number 5, right?
Yeah. Miami's a big market. Yeah. Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, they came up to be a big market because it was mostly for football. Now you could say the team in Florida, but football will always be number 1 in Florida.
That's just speaking of Florida. I know we're talking basketball, but the Florida Panthers, as an 8 seed, also went to the conference final, which is crazy. So Florida sports is going, Miami sports is going cuckoo crazy right now.
You could honestly say that about any city except for LA.
Huh?
You could say that every city is a football city except for LA.
Yeah, that is true. Hold on. New York is on the fence a little bit. New York love their Knicks. I think it's like 50.
I think New York is more of a Yankee town.
That too. New York could be a split because people love the Knicks. They love the Yankees. love the Giants. So New York's a little bit on the fence with like I think it's almost even Steven a lot. I mean, I had to pick one team that really defines New York. I'm gonna say
I
it's
say
the
Yankees.
Yeah, it's the Yankees. I would say.
You know, you're not a Yankee fan, but that's a Yankee town.
Yeah, I would say it's the Yankees. So yeah, but yeah.
Right. And speaking of
Indiana's a basketball town.
Indiana is by far.
Yes, it is. Indiana's a basketball
And
town.
Sacramento.
Well, their football franchise, the only franchise that has a championship compared to the Pacers.
Yeah, the Indianapolis Colts. Yep.
Yeah.
And people forget how good the Pacers were to start the year. The Pacers were a top 5 team in the East until injuries started to pile up with Halliburton against New York, and then Miles Turner got hurt, and the team fell off the rails. People
Are you sure Indiana is more bigger for basketball than football?
Yeah. Indiana's a
Look.
basketball city, man.
Okay.
Right.
I know because I went there a lot. I went there a couple times. And
now, did you go before they won a Super Bowl or after, or when was this? When you
No,
went?
before that, man. It's always been a basketball city. You know, it's always been
Because
basketball.
sometimes some teams
You got
change
a lot
too.
of
Because Boston used to be a Celtics town. Now it's a Patriots town.
Denver's definitely a football city too.
Yeah.
Denver is,
Denver,
Because
yeah.
they have steakhouses and restaurants in Denver named after John Elway and Mike Shanahan.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Like I tell you right now, Chicago is a Bears town. Bears and Cubs is the
Oh yeah,
top.
for sure.
Agreed.
The most football-centric town in the world for me is go to Green Bay, bro. Literally everybody is a Packers fan. That's the only thing they care about is the Packers.
In Wisconsin, yeah, they don't.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing else. There's no Bucks. There's no anything. It's Green Bay Packers. That's it.
By far.
Blue Allen.
Even
Allen said nobody's
Sacramento's-
giving the Nuggets no chance in this series. Is that true? Do y'all giving them no chance?
No, they have a chance. Denver could be.
Well,
that.
I think they're a
They
better
have a
team.
chance.
I
They have a
think they're
chance.
better team.
Again, I always tell people every team has a chance in the playoffs. That's why you play the games.
Yeah.
Unless you're a crazy fan. Example: unless you're a crazy Heat fan, did any of us thought that he would go to the conference final?
No.
That's my point, though. Every team has a chance. The Nuggets could beat the Lakers. I don't think they will, but they have a chance.
Oh yeah.
Especially playing in Denver would be tough. And Ball Arena is tough. The Nuggets are 34-7 at home in the regular season. You wouldn't count the playoffs 6-0.
Yeah.
Like they're tough at home.
Before the season started,
How is the Nuggets?
What'd you say, P?
Nuggets fan? How is the Nuggets appreciated in Denver? I take it you live in Denver, right?
Nah, actually, I live in Atlanta, but
Okay.
my family I had cousins that used to live in Denver.
Okay.
And when I went there 10 years ago, my uncle gave me a Nuggets t-shirt, and from there I became a Nuggets fan.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Oh wait, so how's the scene in ATL?
I mean, with the Hawks, it's like,
It's football, I think, right?
yeah, I would say so. Unfortunately, it's
Yeah, I think Chi-Town, you may be right on that. I think football than any sport.
Atlanta is a depressed sports town.
Which they are, man. The Hawks. It's so crazy that the Falcons gagged the Super Bowl against the Patriots. The Braves got the job done.
As of
years
right
ago.
now, no question. It's a Braves town, 100%.
Yeah, Braves.
Like,
I'll agree
people
with
who
that.
don't watch
Yeah.
baseball are now caring about the Braves all of a sudden because they're a
Right,
contending
right.
team. So
Right.
even me, I'm not gonna act like I'm not part of that.
Did you guys happen to look at the NFL new schedule?
Yeah, I watched part
Yeah,
of it.
my Eagles play on
Just-
Christmas.
Yo,
Yeah,
I don't know why
the
they
Giants.
put Detroit Chiefs. Or why don't they just put Eagles Chiefs on opening?
Why do
night?
they have the Lions again? I know the Lions had a good decent year, but you need to have the Lions every year. Like, geez,
Or no, Thanksgiving is always line.
Thanksgiving, Lions, and Cowboys. That's
Yeah.
tradition.
I was
Yeah.
Like
We play the Giants on Christmas.
The Lakers, so on Christmas, the Lakers, yeah,
We play the Giants on Christmas. Go for
at
Eagles.
home and Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, yeah. Rematch.
Well,
of
I'm planning to go to Kansas City to watch my Bears play them in Kansas City.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, but they play them week 3, so we're planning to drive there. It's like around 7-8 hour drive.
Prince,
So you got you know the schedule for every team already?
Yeah, it's already out.
I glanced over it, but I didn't pay huge attention to it. I just casually went over it.
Right, and also
And
speaking
there's
of
actually
Kansas-
there's the first time in history a Black Friday game.
Yeah.
Really? No, that's
Nice.
crazy. How's my Eagles schedule looking? Have you checked it out?
Well, you got to play the Chiefs in week 2 on Sunday Night Football.
Nice.
Okay.
That should have been an opening game. I don't know why the NFL decided to put that on. Oh, sorry, they don't play them week 2. They play them another week.
Right, and imagine this too. Also, you got the Jets playing their first game, potential AFC Championship game against the Chiefs. Potential. I mean, that'll be fun there. Also,
as much as I'm enjoying these NBA playoffs, I do love the Sundays when I could watch a football game. I do miss that.
Yeah, for sure.
No, Mike, for the Jets are playing the Bills at home since September 9/11, Saturday 9/11.
Nice. There's just something special about watching
Wait,
football.
there's a Saturday game this year? There's a Saturday game?
I think so. Let me check. It has to be. Let me check.
Chi-Town, you watch.
I'm talking about Monday. Okay, never mind.
Chi-Town, you watching that Extreme Football League?
Saturday.
That is hot garbage.
No, I don't watch that. No.
Who is watching that? Why is that even around? Well, wait, what is the rules that makes it so extreme then?
Yeah, this is a Saturday game. Yeah, December 23rd.
Well, one rule that instead of the coin toss, I think what they do is you have to fight for. They basically wrestle for the football.
Wow. Really? Just do the coin toss. The coin toss is fun.
Well, no, extreme. That means they have to have some rules that the NFL just don't have.
And plus, I don't even like the coin toss rule because teams get if you're in overtime and you lose a coin toss, that's your season.
Good point. Yeah,
right. Your season's gonna be over because your teammate picked the wrong coin, like the Chiefs in 2018, the Bills 2 years ago.
So what do you suggest then instead of that?
I don't know, but like if you're they changed the OT rules now, so both teams get a chance. But the OT rules before was so stupid. Like your season is gonna be over because you picked the wrong coin.
That's horrible. That's horrible. And also get rid of ties, please. Why do we need ties?
I've been saying that for years.
Like, unless we have a Damar Hamlin, prayers up to Damar Hamlin type of situation, unless that happens again, you don't, heaven forbid, you don't need ties, man. Come on.
Yeah, that's stupid. That's stupid. That's definitely stupid.
Like the Giants had a tie with the Commanders early in the year.
There should never be a tie for a team sport. If you're going to do it,
exactly.
Make it be for an individual sport.
Exactly. Win or loss. Come on. Yeah.
I mean, football is arguably the biggest team sport in the world because it's 53 players for a roster. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people involved. And on the field is what? How much? 22 players on the field, right?
Around yeah.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah, so that's a lot of, that means you had to really rely on the team. It's not like it's 5-on-5 when one player could, have a dominant game and put the team on his back, but
Right. And by the way, Chi-Town, they will have a Saturday game. December 23rd. It's the Bengals and the Steelers, NBC 4:30. And then you had the Bills and the Chargers, 8 o'clock on Peacock. Yeah.
Yeah, those Saturday games are always at the end of the year in December when college football.
Yeah.
What the heck? I don't have Peacock.
I guess
also this is Saturday game December 30th too. There's also Saturday game December 30th too. Lions and Cowboys, ESPN and ABC.
Why the heck is there a Peacock game? I know they have Amazon Prime games now, but a Peacock game?
Why put the same game on 2 channels, man? ESPN and ABC, Lions and Cowboys. It'll be a good game, but 2 channels. Come on, man! Like, really?
Yeah, I think that has to do with time constraint, but I think that's week 3, I believe.
No. What I did, I checked week 17. They had the Lions and Cowboys, ESPN, ABC. Yeah.
Oh, they put it on 2 same channels.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
so
no,
you know how?
Go ahead. Say that again.
No, you better talk. My fault.
Yeah, no, they always do that.
Oh, okay.
For NFL, you know when they always put ABC, ESPN. But I think this year though in week 3. So there's a 6 o'clock game on ABC, and then there's a 7 o'clock game at ESPN. So the games are gonna kind of mesh in together.
Yeah. Because I actually checked Monday Night Football, September 25th. They have your Eagles. People fly against the Buccaneers, 7:15 on Monday Night Football, 7:15 on ABC, and then the same and then on ESPN the same night you get the Rams and the Bengals. Though 8:15.
I think we got better too. I think the Eagles got better this year. So.
I mean, you gotta have a harder schedule next year. than
Yeah,
last
we
year.
do, but still, I mean, I think we're going to be better as a team. So
Hey, Prince, history shows when you lose the Super Bowl, you don't come back.
yeah, I know. I mean, football is like
Look what
that.
happened to the Bengals. Still lost in the conference championship.
Yeah, that's true.
The AFC title game. But who knows? The Eagles might prove us wrong, though. But what team do you think could be a surprise team this coming season in the NFL?
The
Packers.
Lions.
The Lions, yeah. I was gonna.
Packers.
Why do you say Packers?
I think Jordan Love going to have a lot to prove. I think he's going to want to show people what's up. You know. Yeah.
Packers defense also has a lot of talent too, but their defensive coordinator is.
Yeah, but their wide receivers they don't have good wide receivers.
Yeah.
Christian Watson developed last year at the end of the year.
I saw Aaron Rodgers at Knicks games like he's been a New Yorker for.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Now all of a sudden he's Mr. New York. But so.
Another team I think is going to be surprised. I think the Rams might be good this year because they had so many injuries last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think the Rams are going to be.
What about the Jets?
There'll be a
I don't think that's a surprise team though.
I think the Jets are going to be last year's Broncos. There's a good chance that could happen.
No, their defenses they won 8 games just with Zach Wilson as their first quarterback.
7. They won 7. Yeah.
They won 7 with him with a horrible QB. Now you have Rodgers. You should at least improve by 3 wins minimum.
You should at least be in the playoffs by far.
And you have a great wide receiver in Garrett Wilson. You have a great defense. That team,
good coach of Robert Saleh.
There's no excuses for that team to not make the playoffs
at all. I mean, the Sacramento Kings broke their playoff drought this year, and the Seattle Mariners broke their playoff.
Like
drought.
if you won 7 games with a horrible quarterback and you have Rodgers, who's a Hall of Famer, you should improve by minimum 3 wins.
By far. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I don't think people are saying I don't think that's a surprise team. They're supposed to be. They're supposed to be Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they do because that team, they have a whole elite team.
That's the
Their issue with them was they needed a quarterback, and now they filled that. So,
they had no offense last year. Yeah.
No, the quarterback because they had a running back, they had a good running game, they had good wide receivers. It was their quarterback that sucked.
True.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think that's a surprise. That's a team that's supposed to be good.
Oh yeah. So,
and then I think the Ravens. People are saying I don't think the Ravens are going to be good this year.
It's possible, but
you don't think the Ravens are going to be good this year?
No, I feel like Lamar. I don't know with that team, but Lamar's kind of like AD.
Yeah, man. Lamar Jackson got some weight on his shoulders. He's gonna have to do something this year. So yeah.
Oh, you know who might be a surprise team? The Saints. They got Derek Carr now.
They still have Tim Brown as their coach. I'm not a believer.
Well, they don't have Tom Brady in division, so that division, I don't know who's going. It's probably going to be a Saints when you think about it. That division.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man! But
right.
When this game won for the LeBron get a couple days of rest.
Tuesday. Game 1 is
Tuesday on ESPN.
So
and thank God it's every other day too, and not like because the gap for the Nuggets Sun series between 2 and 3, there was like 3 days off.
It's ridiculous. Like Monday all the way to Friday. The NBA needs to stop with these gaps, man. Just do it every other day, man.
Yeah, and for this series, it is every other day at 8:32. No 10
o'clock. This rest helps the Lakers though.
That's true. And I mean,
LeBron get like 2-3 days for the recoup.
3 days. Yeah, a few days. Yeah.
So another thing coming up too. The draft lotteries, I believe, on the 16th.
Yeah, which is Tuesday. Yeah.
Ooh, let's see where Victor gonna go. Man, I would have loved if we had him in New York.
Hey, we got a chance. We got a chance.
Yeah. Oh, but your Bulls got a chance.
Yeah, we don't have the best chance, but we have a chance.
You got a chance, like finding the needle in the haystack.
Yeah, you did the same thing when you got Derrick Rose. Remember?
Yeah.
Right.
Where do you think Victor goes anyway, though?
Spurs.
Man, that's crazy.
I feel that the NBA doesn't want that because they have so many international stars. I feel like they're good. They're gonna want him to go to a bigger market.
Yeah, international play is the number 1 draft pick, but then you got top players like Luka and the Joker. You think the foreign players catching up with the NBA now?
I think Victor is supposed to be the next. He's supposed to be the next First it was LeBron. Michael, and then it was LeBron. I think Victor should be their big next star.
Yeah, but Victor's from another country. Are taking over. Giannis from another country, so it's these foreign players are starting to take over.
Hey, you know who's another team you have to watch out for? Portland could get him.
Portland could, yeah,
they could.
You know.
I mean, imagine Dame and Victor together.
Yeah.
Dame, Victor with Anthony Simons. Houston Nurkic might be gone, but with Anthony Simons, Dame, Jeremy Grant. I mean, they might lose if they keep Jeremy Grant. Portland could be a playoff team next year. Yeah.
And then
James made it clear though that he doesn't want to be part of.
They're not going to trade him, so forget about it.
And then another team too. They have a small chance, but the Mavs have a chance of getting him.
Victor, that would be nice. Mavs need a big man. Yeah.
Mark Cuban would like that. He likes foreign players. He likes international players a lot anyway.
You know? Right. And did you know all the Nuggets Lakers games will be on ESPN except Game 3?
It's on
Game
ABC.
3 will be on ABC. Crazy.
Wow.
Hey, the Nuggets get an ABC game. Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey,
who's the X factor? Who's the X factor for the Nuggets? Michael Porter Jr.,
Jamal Murray,
Michael Porter, Murray, and me, Michael
Murray,
Porter.
I'd probably say. I think because he has the most favorable matchup out of everyone. Gordon has a tough matchup. Jokic has a tough matchup. I think KCP and MPJ also.
But KCP got to match Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
Role player versus role player.
Murray is most likely who? Schroeder? I think that's probably the most favorable matchup for Denver.
Yeah, Jamal Murray got to dominate those guards.
Yeah.
He has to go to the rack. He can't just settle for jumpers. He has to go to the rack. Yo.
Yeah.
I mean, he was so great against Minnesota, though. And when he was going to the rack at will and his jumper was flowing like a river.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then against Phoenix, he was kind of up and down at times.
Too much ISO ball at times.
Buckets. Yeah, you don't too much ISO. You don't want to do that against LA. So yeah. And another guy that needs to step up for me, Michael Porter. Michael Porter needs to be consistent.
Nuggets have to get out in transition and kick it out to him in the wing because like the transition pull up threes. When he's hitting those, the Nuggets are like really dangerous, especially
exactly. And also those open court where you can throw it down because Michael Porter can also fly too. Yeah.
How much
he has a big? Yeah.
If Jokic outplays AD, how much do you think that like elevates him in the NBA community in terms of like the public's eyes?
A whole lot. A whole lot. I mean,
I think it will elevate him a little bit, but if they don't win, I think it's just a shine over their head. People won't care no more.
You think if Jokic if AD doesn't outplay Jokic, the Lakers can still win?
No.
No.
AD has to outplay Jokic, in my opinion, for them to win.
Yes, he does.
Agreed.
He does.
Agreed.
It depends on the bench too, because what if Jokic's team just doesn't show up? And remember in game, what was it? He had one game where he had 50. His teammates didn't show up at all.
Yeah.
Game 4. That was game 4.
Game 4.
Yeah.
That was
so that could happen. I feel like that's if the Nuggets are going to lose, it's going to be because of the other guys not showing up.
Right.
What is the Joker saying in the Dark Knight?
The only way the Joker is going to be noticed, even if he is playing good or bad, is if he actually wins.
Yeah.
Because if he loses and he still plays good, most people won't care.
That's true.
I always think about that quote from the Dark Knight.
He don't get that. Yeah, he don't get that LeBron James type of treatment.
Yeah,
so.
It's not about the money. It's about sending a message.
Right.
That Joker quote from the Dark Knight that applies to the this year.
That was nice talking to you guys. I'm gonna head out.
All right.
Yeah, I'll head out too, man.
All right. Yeah, I was just mad every time I'm about to end off because I do my 2-hour limit and we're at 2:03. You know, y'all always beat me to the punch, man, because y'all know my limit is 2. I like 2 hours. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, or sometimes an hour and a half. I'm not one of these guys that talk for 6 or 7 hours. I think that's crazy.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but how many times can you talk on the same topic for 7 hours? I mean, 2 hours is good when you have people in talking. That's it. You get every point across, and I think we did that.
Yeah.
So.
Right, and I got your numbers straight, Shaita, so we can chit chat. Yeah.
Yep.
What's up,
Hey, so so tomorrow, Boston, Philly.
Yeah.
I got Boston.
Oh yeah, and Shy, you got my number, but when it comes to sports, I don't answer people's messages too much when it comes to sports because it's just too much. No, so make it stand out, talk about something different because I got a channel that talks about sports. I don't want to talk about sports after. It's like working at a piece of
No. I just give you the game updates though. Like
I know. I'm just saying, I'm just saying in general because a lot of people hit me up with sports and I'll be like, yo, you know that I'm on YouTube. Just come. You know.
All
So
right.
only every now and then I will answer if it's sports related, but not too much because we could just do it here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
Well,
No. I just want to get your thoughts, like right after.
oh yeah. I got you. You know what I mean? But you know, if I have time, I will reply back. Bro, if I showed you my phone, I get like over 40 people that emails, text, and email me constantly. So it's hard for me to keep up with everybody.
Wow. Okay.
You know, I'm talking about people from New York, LA, Philadelphia, everybody. You know what I mean? I get so much people contacting me. I just like, I want to turn my phone off sometimes. There's too much people. You know, but nevertheless, man, y'all have a good one.
Yep.
You too. Stay safe.
Peace.
And enjoy Game 7. Stay safe.
Yes.
Hey, check that show out though. I told you about. If you're into business shows, if you're into like the business, it's basically about a guy he had an entertainment company. He's getting old and his kids want to take over, but the dad doesn't want to go. So if you're into that business type of shows, you should definitely watch that.
We'll do so.
Yeah.
All right. I hit you up about that too, man, because I mean, I probably have to hit people up from the Philippines because they be contacting me about LeBron too. You know, bro, I get international people. I mean, like, it's crazy, bro. I like literally, yeah. So,
all right, man. See ya.
All right, brother.
Have a good one.
Peace. And we out.